Alright, alright, alright. With some Warhammer Online. Cool. How are we looking? Are we sieging a keep? We are sieging a keep. Fantastic stuff. Look at that. We're going the wrong way. Can we make it there? Let's find out. Is he running from just me, or has he not seen me? Oh. Big healer. Shoot this guy up if we can. Well, keep ourselves up, I guess. Oh, there's loads of people coming. Probably dead here. Yep. Could have buffed ourselves there. And given us the res ability. We'll hold tight for 30 seconds. I'm pretty certain we have to go this direction to get back in. I don't think there's another direction we can go here. Yeah, we'll respawn. Yeah, we should have buffed ourselves there. And given us the res ability. We'll do that now actually. Just so it's on cooldown.
Why are you bothering me?
We could have also used that new ability we got. And given him a little stunny stun. I wonder if we can go a different direction. Maybe through PvE? Perhaps? Maybe not. We'll go back. We've also given ourselves wounds. Forget some of these abilities. We hear a dwarf, we hear a few people. We'll see how we get on. This guy's probably going to demount and kill us. Oh, there's a bunch of people up there we didn't even notice. Go a side door if we can. See if there is a side door. There doesn't look like there is. We're not going to be able to get in that direction. Oh, there is a side door. Yeah, I'm stupid. Happy days. We probably won't get any contribution for this keep since we've just joined, but that's not too bad, I guess. Buff people? We'll keep me with the res, I think. Just in case. Not sure where this Skullwigger is. He must be outside defending down there somewhere. Let's see if we're able to nip out, get him buffed. I see him. And then we're not sure where that guy is. The big. Not sure. That's fine. At some point, we probably do want to edit these raid frames again. So we can have a buff icon when we use our this buff. Mark of Remaking. Just because again, it's nice to see in a quick scan through the action bars or raid frames what buffs people have and don't have. Leader. I guess we're currently defending. Oh, we're over there. Okay. What's the door on? 61%. Kind of feel like we get stuck in down there, to be fair. There's probably not many of us down there, though, by the looks of things. That guy just got smashed. Oh, we shielded too quickly and we got the shield instead of the guy we just rezzed. We'll get the sea shield. We'll just keep everyone healthy for now. Or at least try to. They have quite the warband outside. I don't actually think this buff Mark of Remaking. I don't actually think that is a buff that we even have on here. No, okay. We're gonna have to play around with that later and edit all that and make that a thing. I'm pretty sure we can just basically copy paste in the saved variables alleyway and grab one of the other marks and then just basically change it to Mark 4 and change the heart colour maybe to white or something, and then we'll know we have that. Interesting. I would say, although we apparently have more numbers, looking outside, it kind of feels like they have more numbers, or did have more numbers. I guess they're just doing BOs. Killing any strays trying to get back. 8% on that door. We're about to turn into boring mode as we just DPS a Keep Lord. Have any oil? Oh, I guess I don't have oil on the inner keep door, maybe? We in? We in? It does now look like they have oil. We're just going to give that a second because everyone's about to die, as we can see. So let's start resin people. That was a very well played oil. We saw that. Did we not get a res off there? I guess not. None of these res, right? Yep. And now we'll just DPS hero. And whilst we spam this, I'll have a little bit of coffee. Lovely. Oh. We probably don't need that res either now. We will change to... What did we just do there? There we go. And I guess there's only one way up in this keep, by the looks of things. Unless I'm blind. Yeah, as the people said in Warband, they can't get back to the keep, there's too many gank pies. Which makes sense. Still think these keep laws have far too much health. I mean, I guess it buys the order enough time to, you know, form a party and come defend, but yeah. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, he's died trying to get back on him. Fun times. Easy keep lord. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get a bag drop for this, but we might do. You never know. Oh. Do we still have that buff, even if we don't? Interesting. I mean, obviously we don't have the res ability for it. Does that increase my toughness still? No. I guess that's how long the cooldown is left on that? That's the wrong hotkey. No. I'm not actually sure why we still have that buff. Not sure. Anyway. Something I have to play around with and have a look at. And again, I'm not sure why we've got a warband staying at the Lord. I don't really understand why we stay at the keep once we've taken the keep. Oh, that's probably dangerous. We're kind of body blocked here, so we'll just throw out an AoE here. Nice, we got him. We didn't need to do that to that guy. We staggered him just because he was out of the way ranging people, but immediately he got jumped. No one's near us that needs a buff. The other 3 BOs we need, so we shouldn't advance from here really, but I bet we do. We'll follow this guy. And this we can't actually mouse over, which is annoying. There we go. Boom, just hit 54. Renown. Happy days. And we won a white bag. A white bag pity roll was consumed. Lovely. Happy to get a bag there. We joined very late for that. That makes sense. We go Black Crag now, but we'll see where everyone goes.
Your destiny
With all these PvE quests, also PvP quests. Whilst we wait for everyone else, we'll just double check this area. We haven't done this. We had to drop a couple of these a while back because we had too many quests. So yeah.
I have a task for you.
They're all going to be PvE.
This is your
Yep.
assignment.
Raven God call.
Yeah.
Greetings.
Doesn't actually matter. We'll just grab that. Just to get it done with for the Influencer Org. And then we spoke to this guy, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, and the Swarband's banging out now, I guess. Yep, cool, okay. We'll see what happens with the warbands, etc. Oh, it looks like Caledor, but ugh, we hate Caledor. Praag's always an option. Black Crag's always an option. Oh, it looks like as well they have a lot more players than we do in Caledor, which is gonna mean that we're just fighting across this bridge, so we don't really care about Caledor. Let's ping over to Black Crag. Up here, right? And we'll have a little run around Black Crag, I think. Do we have quests here to grab?
I've got something for you to do.
We do have
Who's
quests
your
here to
boss?
grab.
Get on with
Shows you
it.
how often we come to Black Crag.
Don't do it. Just do what I say. This is the job.
Cool.
Go throw yourself.
We have 2 more quests. The check at least.
I got no shinies. No shinies at all, boss.
Yeah, we got enough room for that.
Come on, come on, come on.
Not that it gives us war crests, but we may as well still grab it. Gives us a little bit of gold.
Hey, what are you looking at? This is the job.
Cool. And then yeah, hopefully more people will come to Black Crag. But if they don't, they don't. We're not really going to be able to do anything here in terms of winning 1v1s and stuff. Because we're pretty heavily PvE spec'd. We can absolutely heal and run away. And maybe put down some dots and hope they die after like 10 minutes, but yeah, we're not really spec'd for it. I mean, that guy's probably going to kill us. Is it just the one guy? Oh, there's one of us, another one of us, that kind of sucks. Ooh. He just disappeared, there we go. Lol. Well, we tried to heal him. Does his natural regain out heal our debuff? No, our 15-second debuff deals 5% damage with his health. We could also respec to a bit more of a roaming build, I guess. I really don't want to go Caledor. That might be what we have to do for a moment. That was a squiggy. Oh, he was only level 29. No wonder he died pretty quick. I mean, it was a 3-on-1. Oh, and chapter 22 starts in 2 hours. Discord required. We still haven't done any of that stuff yet, the chapter 22 stuff.
What do you want? Don't do nothing.
Or the, what is it, like the open world boss, I guess? We're probably going to go Caledor at this point. This kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Do we have another quest to turn in? I think we do, right? Yeah, we'll do that at some other point.
Want something, do you?
Caledor. doesn't appear to be a warband up, but there must be. Probably that one. And let me guess, everyone's fighting in the middle. Oh, it certainly looks that way. Nope. I didn't think they were going to be here. But then there must be a warband here, it just isn't listed. I'm not sure. I don't really understand how the warbands work sometimes. We're not going ninja a BO. This chap again. Oh, you can just scale that cliff, can you? That's kind of stupid. Okay. Didn't know that. Okay, that's on the way. We get rid of these. Perfect. We just got destroyed. I'm unsure about this guy's gear. I'm guessing he's in soft gear. Well, you didn't take a lot of damage, really. We just got melted really quick. We got quests here. I don't think we got any quests here. But then we never really bother with Caledor, so we could have quests here. Nope.
Do you seek advancement? Here is a generous offer.
No, okay.
You bore me.
Oh, there's the Caledor warband. But it's full. Okay. Yeah, this, standing on a bridge and fighting back and forth, is so boring in Caledor. They should just remove this map completely out of the game, in my opinion. Oh. Oh, we didn't mean to fall off there. That locked us into a direction we did not want to go. Fair enough. We wanted to push him in the water. Stuck on some rocks. Cool. Well, at least our wounds debuff's going to go away for this. We'll go back to this BO and see what we can do. Probably not much, but we'll go and try at least. It'll make sense that they have people here because of box running. But again, if it's just one guy, we'll give it a go. If it's more than one, we can't really do anything, I don't think. This is where we should just make our own warband, to be fair. Not that I've got any hotkeys set up to direct people in terms of where to go and follow me, etc. Oh, here we go. And this is where we get smashed. Hello. Didn't stand a chance there. This is kind of why I want to play a tank. Look how much longer he stays alive for. We get hit for how much damage? Hits for 500, good lord. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not expecting to make a massive difference running around on my own, but yeah. Good old Caledor. You know what, we'll join some scenarios, I think. I'd rather do anything than Caledor. Yeah, we'll see how some scenarios go this morning. Or should I say this afternoon? Oh, I'll just take 30 seconds while we wait for the queue. Right back. Shame, I was hoping the queue would have popped by now. Anything else going on, or just Caledor? Just Caledor. So I guess while we're waiting for the scenario queue to pop, we may as well do some healing. And at least help some people out, I guess. Lol. This is where Wind of Insanity will be good on this bridge. I think it's called Wind of Insanity. Is he in Sov gear? He's in Sov gear and that Witch Hunter almost 3-tapped him. That's kind of unfortunate to see. We were hoping when we started to get better gear, we wouldn't get too shot by people. He's gone willpower in his, whatchamacallums. Well, that's interesting. Oh, so he's kind of DPS-y as well, I guess. Yeah, he's using the... Oh, he's using the Fate Maker stuff, yeah. So this guy isn't a healer. Well, I mean, he is a healer, obviously, but he's a... Oh, I should probably res him. I didn't realise he was dead. But he's using the more DPS set, I guess, than the healing set of the soft stuff. And obviously that 2-piece must have been from the Land of the Dead, I think it was called. He's got so many debuffs on him. We're just going to backpedal here because we're too busy paying attention to his gear. But yeah, this would have been from the, what's it called, the Land of the Dead stuff. Sucks. He takes so much damage though, look at that. I mean, again, it's not exactly 1v1ing people, he's getting smashed by loads of people, but still. I'm not going to be able to keep him up, are we? No. Very interesting. So I guess... Good to know. Oh, finally, yeah, cool. I guess, yeah. You kind of pigeonholed to make sure you talisman are arm-ons, so you don't get blown up in seconds. I mean, we don't know how much health he's got, specifically. Why am I still in combat? There we go, okay, yeah, sound. With him having willpower tallies in, that to me looked like he was just getting absolutely blown up instantly. And again, he's not exactly playing defensively, is he? And we don't know what his renown is, etc. Yeah. Okay. Is this the 5 kappa? It is, yeah. We've done this once before. It was kind of a stupid scenario, this one, because you just ball up. There's no need to not ball up in this one. So I guess whoever has the better party comp and gear wins. We'll see how we get on. He's freshly dinged. He's in better gear. bit slow on the old healing here. Oh, he's been knocked off, hasn't he? Amazing. Oh, I'm using the wrong. This just drained on my AP, I guess. Shouldn't they be attacking the healer? Wouldn't that make a lot more sense? And not try and just kill the... Oh, classic. Classic scenarios at 40. We'll try and get people over here so I can knock them all off. Did not work as planned. Oh, I appreciate the icing that was a follow. The dead here probably. Amazing. What's the healer on? 91%. What are these dudes doing? He's just ran off. Fantastic. Yeah, right. Thank you for the follow, buddy. Oh. Scenarios at 40. Oh, they're good fun. Could have detaunted. Completely forgot to detaunt people. We did try and stagger their healer, but he disrupted it. That's now been locked, so now we're going to go to the other one. I guess, because all of them are going to be locked except this one up top. Yeah, I guess that's how that works. They're probably already going to be here. Yep. So you're the tank, run in please. Or not the tank, but still. That guy's in soft gear, so he's going to destroy us. Probably shouldn't have been doing an AoE heal there, that was kind of stupid. Just died. I mean, there's zero peel here. The heal is still pretty up, so this is a lost scenario. Amazing. We should all be grouping up now together. Because yeah, this scenario is basically just ball of death each other. Surrender, what's this guy on about? Jesus Christ. Oh my god, what is wrong with people? I wish they'd remove the surrender button out of this game. Absolutely ridiculous. Why join a scenario if you're just going to surrender? Crazy mentality to me. We're going to have to start blacklisting every single player that wants to surrender. I think. Good old Caledor still fighting on a bridge. Good lord. I guess this is where this early morning, I say early morning, I mean it's early kind of afternoon for me, but still, when there's not many people online, or I mean we can join this Caledor group, I guess. But this will be the perfect time to start dabbling on other fresh characters and just smash tier 1, I think. As much as we obviously want to power level the renown on this dude, and have our Zealot, the main and stuff like that. Early morning, if there's any Caledor going on. Oof. And scenarios, or at least pugging scenarios, I was really hoping at 40 it was going to get much better. But that is not the case. At 40 it feels worse, scenario queues. Again, it could just be too early morning. The people of, you know what I mean? Freshly dinged 40s might be in the scenarios, but maybe not. High level players. Or people that know what they're doing. Did he disrupt that? He did disrupt that, that sucks. So we absolutely need disrupt strike through. Or the renown ability that gives us a higher disrupt chance. Because otherwise this ability doesn't do anything. If they can just, well, it doesn't hit them. I guess it does nothing, right? Can we catch up to this warband? I'd like to be involved in the actual warband stuff and not trying to get there, to be fair. If this guy turns around, I mean there's 3 of us banging. We're not bothered about chasing him, we just want to get back to the warband. Or, well, to the warband. We haven't even got to him yet. If we can make that, probably not. Oh, this was a bad mistake, wasn't it? I just realised everyone in this warband's dead already. Brilliant, okay. Bad play. Looks like the warband saw that push late as well. Dead around, how are we looking? I mean, when all that's going on is Caledor, I do feel like we should absolutely just respec more of a hybrid build and run around and solo stuff. Did this helmet look any different? No, just a darker colour, okay. I like the that helmet on the Zealot, it looks nice. This is bad, he's not even realised, I don't think. Whoops, we did not mean to fall down there. Although we can AoE heal from underneath the bridge, I guess. I'd like to say just yes to that immediately. Guess we're stuck in combat for a sec. This is going to end badly. Oh well, we're both dead here. Maybe if I hide behind this rock, no one will see me. Gotta get some good Good rock jump in there. That's fine. We wanted to do the scenario anyway. You have to respawn first, right? We'll never have enough damage on a hybrid build. Well, we don't exactly need a lot of damage. Let me just buff everyone real quick. We done this one? Oh yeah, we've done this one at low level. Yeah, we're not really fussed about having insane damage on the Zealot. And when I say hybrid build, I'm quite happy just to slow tickle people down to death and maintain enough healing so we can actually keep ourselves up. We've mainly only played a healer on the Zealot. We dabbled a little bit yesterday, or maybe the day before, as like a hybrid build, and it worked okay. But we're still sort of learning some stuff, so... But yeah, we're not really in the... I mean, I don't know if you can even have that as a build with a Zealot. As I say, I'm pretty new to the game as well. We need to disable him in a second. Why is this guy not even being attacked? The room priest? No, that's an engineer. But yeah, I don't think we're too fussed about being able just to nuke somebody down in seconds, unless that's the only way you can play a heal class as like DPS, perhaps? We're probably dead here. But if they want to chase us up here, that's absolutely fine. Can we get a big heal up on this dude? We can, lovely. This dude again wants me. I guess we go back up on the rafters. Oh, we didn't make that jump. He was just trying to out tell on people. Disrupted, that sucks. Shaman's doing some work. Again, why is the Rune Priest not even being attacked? Man, scenarios at 40 are the worst. I do not understand people in this game at all. We can get this dude rezzed hopefully pretty quick. Get a shield on him at least. Just like getting the flag. Meanwhile, their healer is just nobody's touching him. Hit him. Yeah, this doesn't seem to do anything because everyone just disrupts it. This is going to be a stupid fight because we're not going to be able to kill him and he's not going to be able to kill us. Look at this disrupt chance. Was that 5 casts before we can actually debuff him? Crazy. Unfortunately, it's a 2-on-2. This dude seems to be hitting the engineer. Why on earth would you be hitting the engineer when you've got a healer stood next to him? Good lord. Absolutely baffling to me. Crazy. So at this time of the day, Open RvR sucks, and so does doing scenarios. We've not actually done a scenario at 40 where people seem to have a brain. It's kind of crazy. Again, we're really hoping at 40, the mentality of 40s would be different. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe you're meant to DPS their DPS and tanks before you go for their healers. Maybe that's how you play the game. We're seeing as we're getting no kills, right? Oh, we've had a kill. We'll go over this one and see if we can cap this without going. Target up there, cool. Oh, see you later. Stopped doing scenarios a long time ago. The horrible, yeah, man. We're finding that out. I mean, they didn't seem that bad pre-40. In tier 1, when we were doing scenarios, we only did a handful because we didn't want to push our experience too high. They were kind of cool. They were fun. Although, again, the mentality was you grab a flag, you immediately leave the flag or the BO, whatever you want to call it. Witch Priest again, we're not going to be able to do much against him, but we do have a dude with us, so this might be okay, unless he disrupts that. No, he didn't. We can also silence him here. And they're just moving as a big blob, so we can't really do much against that, unfortunately. We're already dead, by the looks of things. Cool. Can't really do much against their whole team, I guess. What are we doing? Well, I guess this bought us enough time to reclaim this BO. But yeah, lower level scenarios seemed okay. The 30 bracket, I guess that's tier 2 plus. When we were high 30s, scenarios seemed quite good. And then dinging 40 is just... I just don't understand. Maybe the only people who queue scenarios at 40 are in pre-mades, like full group pre-mades. Because doing pugs is just, ugh. Well, we were doing RvR before, but all that's going on is Caledor, and that's even worse than these scenarios. So we banged out of Caledor to do a scenario for a change of pace. As I say, I think when there's only Caledor going on, we just jump onto a brand new tier 1 character and enjoy tier 1 PvP, I think. I think that's what we'll start having to do going forwards. And it sucks that, what, there's 2 of us here? 2 healers here. So again, we're not going to win any of these team fights going on over here because we've only got 1 healer over there. We've just got the shaman, right? Yeah. But unfortunately, the rest of our team don't seem to understand how you play scenarios. I don't know. I don't know how to play scenarios, apparently. Lester's good at splitting up, Order's good at staying together. Yeah, I mean, in the open world RvR, it seems to be that Destruction have way more communication and understand how to do it much better than Order. But in scenarios, like, this is just baffling to me. And then when we do get into team fights, I mean, this is probably a bad example on this specific scenario, but generally speaking, when we get into team fights, we'll often, like 99% of the time, see them with multiple healers not being attacked, just stood there healing, whereas all of our healers are getting DPS down, and the rest of our characters are just chasing tanks and DPS classes. It's crazy to me. And this Witch Elf can't be high geared. He's barely... Oh, now he's actually done some damage. Okay. Like, what? Do you know what I mean? Get stuck in. Crazy. We're going to lose this now because the rest of their team's here. Do we have a Shaman up top still? Yeah, it looks like we do. And again, I'm not playing perfectly, so this isn't a case of like, oh my god, no one's playing perfectly, but I am. I'm not trying to say that at all, because again, I don't play perfectly ever. Like, in this scenario, these guys seem to be doing the correct thing, where the DPS and the Rune Priest down. I mean, I'm guessing with the gear type he's got, with that nice big shield thing sticking out, I guess this guy's in soft gear. He's probably max geared. So he's going to be able to take a beating probably. Whereas I am not able to take a beating. Because I am not in soft gear. We're not really sure what the Elves gear type is either, to be fair. Many other pro guilds quit the game, that's the reason. Well no, it's the same on both sides normally. It's not just because one guild's quit and then it's completely changed the way the game functions on one side, I don't think. Again, I'm a new player, so I don't know. But as I say, half the time, it's both teams. The weekend just gone, we found out through chat that apparently with the event scenario weekends, people just use that to farm kills and don't do the objectives. But it took us a while to finish up the, what was it called? Mark of Madness or something? Road to Madness. It took us a while to finish this up because apparently no one knew that you could right click the objectives, which was just baffling to me. I was the only person in the majority of those scenarios that was doing the objective. And again, as a healer, it makes me feel like I'm not playing my class correctly, because if everybody runs off and I'm the only person doing an objective, it means that we're a healer down because I'm doing the objective. But I have noticed a significant decrease in the player base from when we started to play this. Because we would have jumped in, I want to say, at the start of last month perhaps? Maybe the end of January? When they had the event on with the Twitch drops. That's when we kind of started. And generally speaking, peak hours, even off-peak hours, there was about 1,000 people online. If not more. And then as we've been playing week by week, weekend by weekend, we do basically just smash this all week now. It's no longer just a weekend game, it's basically the main game on the channel. But we have noticed on the website it's going lower and lower in player numbers. And I guess with the upcoming healer patch, that's probably going to make a bunch of people bang out. It's also going to make a bunch of people come back to the game, I think, to experience those changes, see what's OP, see what's not. And chances are they'll probably put an event on in a couple of weeks' time, once that healer patch is out, probably to coincide with that healer patch, which again will bring some new people in, but also push a bunch of the core player base away because they don't like the new changes. Always the case when the events are going on, then population dies down again. Yeah, and I mean, I can understand why, because, I mean, at 40, if you're not in a pre-made and that's the scenario experience, you're not going to want to do scenarios. There's absolutely dungeons to run, there's absolutely open world RvR to run, but I guess once you're in best in slot gear on the class you want to play, I mean, unless you enjoy playing the game, there's not really much more to do and complete, is there? Other than make a brand new character and, you know what I mean, do all that kind of stuff. And we would like to, as I say, we would like to play most of the classes and level up all the classes and stuff, just so I can actually understand the abilities and stuff that other classes are using against us. Because sometimes we do get 3 hit by people, I'm just sat there scratching my head thinking, what could I have done differently there? But as I say, I'm not playing perfectly, so there's a lot I could be doing to change that. And I guess at the moment we're just, leveling up the keep or something? Came back about a month ago after almost 2-year break. Ooh, or 2-year hiatus. How are you feeling after the 2-year break? Are you glad to be back? Or is it about the same as you remember? Because although it may come across a little bit, you know, we'll say a little bit negative. I don't mean to be coming across negative. I do enjoy the game. Otherwise I wouldn't be playing it as like the main game on the channel. But doing Caledor, where you just basically spawn, you fight on this bridge, and then they spawn, and you're just stuck on this middle bit of the bridge, they should just remove this map from the game. The game would be better if it didn't have this map in it, in my opinion. And then scenarios are a bit of a... Again, if we're in a pre-made, it might be a different story, where people actually know how to kill the healers first and stuff, but yeah. Bugs, it's expected. Tier 4 scenario, garbage. It's just way too stale with everyone in Sov being absolutely immortal compared to Fresh 40s. Yeah, we noticed this as well well, not that specifically, but we felt this as soon as we got out of Tier 1 and went straight into Tier 2, 3 and 4. Being a freshly dinged level 16 versus a renown rank 80 player was just... What? Why is this a thing? How have they implemented this in the game and thought this was a good idea? We understand why, because of the player base. So my understanding is they used to have Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3 and Tier 4 in different brackets. But now obviously it's Tier 1 and then just the rest of the game. Again, because of player base. But yeah, that was kind of frustrating at first. That almost made us want to quit the game immediately. And I've seen a recent forum post, which is the same thing basically. Oh, I was having fun in Tier 1, now I'm level 20, the game sucks. Tain is the same, and so is Prague. Tain is down here, right? I can never remember these names. We haven't done much here, to be fair. I won't lie. We've not experienced too much in that zone. And then Prague, yeah, we see this in Prague loads, where it is basically just... You're just running away from each other. You very rarely get into fights, and it's a bit, yeah. Having fun so far, but I have almost maxed out every character, so it's just playing for the kills nowadays. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a lot of work in that account as well. You've got, as I say, most classes maxed. The Zerg on Zerg in the open world as well is a bit dodgy. We were discussing this yesterday in terms of the against all odds buff people get for when they are massively outnumbered. And I was saying they should absolutely change the against all odds buff because it's basically pointless. And they should do it where if you're on the losing side, instead of it giving you what have we got a buff at the moment? What we do, we're not the opposite of against all odds. Instead of it giving you like experience and renown gain by 50, 60, 100%, it should be boosting your stats by that amount. And then the team that's basically got more players, they should have their stats reduced by 1%, 2%, 3% as it goes up, in my opinion. And then somebody was mentioning that people have said this on the forums before. This would be a much better change, but the devs don't want to do it. Because if you're on the losing side, and we have like 100 people, you've got 10, and the against all odds buff is like 100% for you, or even 200% or whatever. I mean, you're not getting any kills. You're not getting any renown. You're not capturing any BOs because you're getting smashed. So having an XP increase and a renown increase gain, it basically is pointless. Doesn't even do anything. Tier 2, Tier 3, there's always some low level action on both sides. Both sides have a chance of getting kills at least, but Tier 4 is 100% stun one way or the other. Yeah, and obviously the subject that always comes up as well is obviously the player base in terms of if destruction have more numbers than order, or order have not more numbers than destruction, and it's obviously flip-flopping back and forth and stuff. Yeah, you can never really balance a private server, unfortunately. W. Lemmy, you think you should make a fresh server and close this one? I mean, a fresh server would be sick. I think a lot of people, unfortunately, because they've sunk so many hours into maxing many characters, they probably wouldn't like that. And you'd end up basically halving the player base doing that. A fix, possibly? You leave this server up, you make a new server, and hope that everyone bangs out of this one and joins the new server. Because essentially, the only people that are going to stay on this server if you had 2 servers running is the people in max gear and the sweats. Or the people that want to farm lobies because it's easy kills because they're in sov gear and freshly dinged 40s don't stand a chance. But I could see a fresh server being good. Personally, but again, I've got nothing to lose. I've not got, you know what I mean? I've not got 12 characters that I've sunk 1,000 hours into the game and maxed all their gear or whatever. You started day 1 of the server after playing live game from the start as well. Ooh. And there's other new servers signed, but they're in alpha at the moment. Yeah, we've heard this. And we've also heard they don't have the numbers that this server has, or at least, again, if we go from, like, say, Discord members for private servers as an actual metric, they don't seem to have as many people as this server does. It seems to be like the big server, doesn't it? But hopefully, if new servers come into play, depending on how dodgy they are, we might give them a go. I'd like a fair start. If anything, they should just bracket the people who are max sov, or basically anyone over sov 70 should just be in their own queue. We're forgetting how to play our build because we're too busy chatting. He's not going to make that, no. I can't even see what that guy is. Again, as a new player, you know, my suggestions and my thought process, pinch of salt, because I don't know what the game's like, really. But yeah, I could definitely see improvements with the way they bracket the content to make it, you know what I mean, a bit fairer on new players. Because if the way I did this is anything to go about with other new players, getting to 16 is the worst decision I ever made. It's a shame that you can't just stay in tier 1, because tier 1's actually fun and kind of fair. Other than freshly made level 2 characters 3-hitting people because of the bolster system. that could do with a work job, but yeah. They tried that in LOTD with the blob debuff. Oh, okay, yeah, we've not done the, that's the Land of the Dead, isn't it? We were too low level to actually experience that, I think, when that was popping off the other month. We back farming on the bridge. Oh, look at that. We're back farming on the bridge again. Caledor, we love it. Is there really nothing else going on right now? And it sucks, kind of, because playing this Zealot, I just don't feel like either we're lacking the sort of DPS gear, as one of you guys mentioned earlier. Again, apologies, I can't remember the name off the top of my head now. I think it was Rice. You go all or nothing, basically, for DPS on a Zealot. But obviously at the moment we don't really have a DPS set. So even here, like, I would love to just go to Black Crag and just ping around solo. But we kind of can't because people 3 us and we have no chance to killing people. I guess if I was playing a different class, that might be different. Are we the only healer here? No? Everyone seems to be very low. Yeah, just catch up on chat real quick. The nature of MMO, they should be doing this. Otherwise, player-based die slowly, like in RvR. What do you mean, Lemmy? Is that in terms of making a fresh server? New players are what makes the game. The old players are usually not ones to improve the game. It's very true as well, Skibbers. Some of the same people that started this service, and many will leave here once it goes. Oh, yeah, that's interesting to see. I've heard a few different opinions on the devs on this server as well. I mean, because we're new, we don't really know. But like with the healer PTR patch, a lot of people were commenting on that, suggesting that it's not really needed, and healers are kind of in a good place. Which is kind of strange to see. That they're basically making a healer patch for the sake of making a healer patch. And some of them changes seem kind of drastic as well. But again, as a new player, what am I to know? But here, the fact that our spawn points are right next to each other, going straight to this BO, this is just stupid, man. I think we did this twice, and our opinion on this map was it's the worst map in the game. And if we thought that after two after 2 sessions here, I can only imagine what the rest of the world think. The rest of the player base. Make a shaman go DPS, the only real healer that can solo and kill. I mean, we have been able to solo, and we have been able to kill. It's just often we run into Sov, God knows what, and we get 3 it. So there's not much we can do. I guess the same thing is going to apply to any class we played. Running into somebody in insane gear, right? Not just the fact that we're a squishy healer. Somebody did mention yesterday that on their chosen tank, freshly dinged 40 I think, he was also getting 3 hit by people. So yeah, I'm pretty certain it doesn't really matter that we're playing a squishy healer. We're not that squishy, we've spec'd so we're not squishy, but yeah. The big rework that the tanks and such have already gotten. Yeah. Yeah, tanks and then healers, and then the DPS one's going to be last, right? Well, that's my understanding from reading forums and that. And we've not actually, we did jump on the PTR, but we didn't get very far because they patched it again shortly after they launched the PTR for this test. And the patch that they then did broke our UI on it, and we've not gone back since, to be fair. It's probably fixed now, but the patch seemed to make it unplayable for us. So again, yeah, when it comes to the PTR changes, we don't really have an opinion too much. We've read through patch notes, we've got a dabble, but yeah, we're not really 100% on how drastic they are for the Zealot at least. Again, it's the only class we've really played so far, so don't really have an opinion on the other classes. Could reiterate what people have said in the comments on that forum thread, but again, I don't know what they're on about, so... Did this guy die? Not sure. BG rework was the worst thing that happened in the game. What do you mean by BG, sorry? The first thing that comes to mind is Battleground. Was there ever a good rework? I mean, you guys tell me, right? We ran away. My bad. Pay attention. See who's reading chat. Oh, Blackguard. Ah, yeah, for the tank. That's right. Good one. Does that kill me? No? Okay. That's kind of annoying. Oh, he's got some boys behind him. At least try and save that guy, I guess. He immediately didn't get... Okay, whatever. But not to actually stagger him, but apparently not. Could be using potions doing all this as well, we'd survive a bit longer, I guess. If and when we get into combat. Yeah, this Caledor stuff is, it leaves a lot to be desired, I tell you. And there's also obviously a lot of dodging going on in these open world RvR bits. Not a massive amount of, well, I guess blob on blob in it. Whoever's got the biggest blob's going to win. Oh, you think that Zealot Stag is the most easily disrupted thing in the game? Yeah, this doesn't seem to... yeah. When it works, it's fantastic. But as a healer, we don't really have much disrupt, do we? We have a 2% disrupt strike through. And then willpower is the disrupt. But we have a 20% disrupt chance. So on healers, that's never hitting them. I mean, on that warrior priest in that last scenario, I think it took us 6 or 7 casts just to put on warp reality on him. Now that's kind of crazy. So this is only going to really work if we stack disrupt chance, which I guess we could do through renown, couldn't we? I mean, at the moment we're stacking futile strikes. We've got 1 in Death Defender, 1 in reflexes, 4 in futile strikes, and 1 in crit heal. Then obviously wounds because we've got an extra level. Just so we don't get blown up by crits, because normally we get 3 tapped by a witch hunter because he crits us 3 times and we die. So we went overboard with the anti-crit. But yeah, we are seeing this not proc very often, and not actually hit people very often, which is kind of disheartening. FPS dip here, good lord. This seems like a bad decision. work on him? Well, it worked on him. That's nice to see, because we don't heal anybody, because we're too busy trying to stun people or stagger people. You're taking far too much deeps. I shouldn't be doing an AoE heal there, I guess. Sure, we can see him. No, we can't see him either. This terrain's not helpful, with me not being a frontline healer, trying to heal people. With them all being outside of my point of view because there's a slight hill involved. Yeah, that seemed like a stupid idea. Concentration mode for a second. It's for strength, it's the Zealot's only escape method. Yeah, if we don't spec into Wind of Insanity, that 13 point in the third tree that doesn't put the immunity on them, that can sometimes help us get out of sticky situations, but we end up dying more than we don't by using it. Because again, we're stood still for X amount of seconds just having a little knockback on people. Otherwise, yeah, you're kind of not wrong, right? We obviously have that scream to knock people away, but that to me doesn't seem nowhere near as strong as other people's knockbacks. Like the Night of the Blazing Sun knocks you back a ridiculous distance, whereas ours is more of like a, I don't know, it pushes you back like a little bit, but not really. And what's the yardage on that again? 25 feet, which is nothing. "25 feet just doesn't..." Yeah, it seems to be that if someone's on top of us, we can proc that and use it. But even then, it doesn't seem to do a lot. And by the time someone's already on top of us, again, we are playing quite a tanky build. We've not got into any 1v1s since we've got the whole build, like, online, so to speak. Because we were missing a few pieces of the Veil Walker, which we grabbed last night. The build that we're running is kind of tanky to an extent. Again, we're also not using potions. We've got a bunch here that we just haven't been using. At some point we will. It's just because I don't really know the full plan of action for the stream. Sometimes we jump into some dungeons, etc. I don't really need to use an armor pot in dungeons because we don't really die in dungeons unless the tank's not geared. If and when we were to plan to just do RvR for like 8 hours straight, then yeah, we'd be making sure we pop potions. Even as a short knockback, never works on Witch Hunter anyway. Yeah, that's it. And then half the time as well, to this state, all opponents have been 25 feet out of us. I'm pretty sure that's a directional cone, and it's not every enemy within 25 feet. Because that to me suggests everybody around us is going to get knocked back. But I'm certain that's only people in front of us. Again, I could be wrong. We'll have to try that on somebody soon. And Skibbers, you say overall range classes have way too much mobility and escape methods. It's easier just to hit, pop the that change thingy. You mean the Harbinger? That. Oh, that. Sorry. It's not really an escape method, is it? That's just going to make us deal a teeny bit more damage. But even then, as like with the build we've got right now as a healer, even being in Harbinger of Doom and using DPS abilities, half the classes we do Warp Reality to, I mean, it's going to hit more than 715 damage, but 715 damage over 15 seconds? Witch Hunters hit us for that in half a second with their auto attack. So most classes out-heal this DPS, even in Harbinger of Doom as a healer spec. I'm not trying to say I'm a DPS dude at all, but even using the Harbinger of Doom, this should do so much more for us. This should basically turn us into a DPS spec. But it doesn't at all. It just means that we deal like 5% more damage on our dot. And as Rice has mentioned, they're going to disrupt the majority of our abilities anyway, because that only takes into consideration converting healing power, willpower, healing critical chance from items. So it doesn't do anything for disrupt, so we still don't have a single percent to actually break through their disrupt chance. And as I say, as a healer, our current willpower gives us a 20.7% chance, and we're not in great gear either. So I would imagine most healers probably have, you know, 25 if not 30% through willpower or through other means to disrupt stuff. So even if we go DPS, it's still going to take us, do you know what I mean? Again, over example, but sorry, over exaggeration, but it still might take us 7 attempts to apply the dot on somebody, which again is only hitting 700 damage. It's a shame that the tooltip doesn't change when we go into Harbinger of Doom, because it still says 715 damage, but obviously we've gained an additional, I want to say like 100 ability damage. 39 to 123, so yeah, like 90 more damage. That was 90. Yeah, so even then, like this just needs to be way more reworked, in my opinion, to make this, because again, the way I look at this class is I should be able to, again, I'm not saying that I should be a DPS machine, but with that Harbinger, I should absolutely be able to heal people and then switch to Harbinger of Doom and immediately start laying some, you know, respectful DPS or pressure on people. But that is just not the case. Let's take this for example. And this guy here, we'll pop this on him. This is in Harbinger of Doom. It's ticking for 117 damage. 106 damage. Like that's 100 damage every 3 seconds. People auto-attacking melee for 400 or 500 damage like half a second or a second. I guess even if it is that, you got what, 2.4 speed? So I guess technically it's every 2.4 seconds you're hitting for 400, 500 damage as a melee. It just seems like that skill shouldn't even be in the game, the Harbinger of Doom. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. Oh, Tim Muller. Your Warrior Priest had around 50% disrupt with willpower, soft cap, and the renowned talents. Yeah, so how are you meant to debuff somebody like that? If we're a healer and we go, oh, let's use the full toolkit of the class and go Harbinger of Doom, where that would then mean we've got what? Oh, a 6.2 disrupt strike through from intelligence versus your 50 disrupt chance. Yeah, it just doesn't seem like it's, do you know what I mean? Like they've really thought about it. Broadcast and heals are basically a wasted global. Yeah, that's it as well. I mean, we're figuring that out now. I mean, luckily this ability, the shock ability to stagger people for 6 seconds, it does seem to work, just not on any casters. And generally speaking, if we're trying to put that on somebody, it's either going to be a witch hunter, which makes sense, it does occasionally work. What's this, an engineer? That's going to work on him because he's only 38, so his gear's going to be garbage. 40 Bright Wizard, we'll give it 12 seconds. Oh, on this Bright Wizard. Let's see how much our debuff puts on him. We're not in Harbinger of Doom, but 103 damage. Oh! And he just got pulled and died. So saying that, when we used Harbinger of Doom against the other guy, the Witch Hunter, I think it was, that debuff was hitting for 111. And on this dude, without the Harbinger of Doom, which is giving us about 500 extra intelligence, it was hitting him for 103. So that, I mean, again, their gear is going to be slightly different. One's probably got more resistance than the other. But yeah, that doesn't seem to add a lot of damage, does it? Can we try something here? We're going to get killed trying it. I just want one of you guys. Why are they running away from one per... Oh, I guess I've got the guys in the back, haven't I? We just don't then. Yeah, but skibbers, that's not the point of being like, oh, if that skill doesn't work, just don't use it then. It's part of the toolkit for the class, right? That's almost like saying, why does the Zealot even have DPS skills? Just remove them all off the class, right? No point using them, you're a healer, just heal. Surely the healer balance patch should be balancing the healers. Like this guy, right? So the dot with Harbinger of Doom is hitting him for how much? 57, right? Without the Harbinger of Doom, it's hitting him for 53. So Harbinger of Doom gives us an extra 4 DPS. Surely the healer balance patch should really be looking at this ability, in addition to everything else. But yeah, it's funny to me. We love a bit of Caledor. Again, I'm not trying to say that this class should be able to put out as much DPS and burst as like a Witch Hunter or a Witch Elf. I'm not saying they should be putting out DPS in terms of a Marauder or a Chopper. But having Harbinger of Doom and actually having DPS abilities, surely we should be able to put out DPS on the fly with Harbinger of Doom, or at least apply pressure. And if that's not how the class works, then why do we have Harbinger of Doom? Again, I'm not in good gear. I'm not in soft gear. My talisman are armor to try and make us a bit tankier. Armor across the board except for 23 wounds in the helmet. We've gone 3-piece Sentinel to make us more tanky. We've gone 3-piece Beast Lord to make us more tanky. And we've gone 5-piece Balewalker to once again make us more tanky. In an attempt to not get 3 hit by people. Our int is not buffed at all. We are on base intelligence. So I'm not expecting to be able to spec as a... Well, actually, saying that, let me contradict myself. I was going to say I'm not expecting to spec as a complete healer and be able to DPS people like a DPS class should. But this converts all of our healing power, willpower, and healing critical strike chance into damage. So technically, we should be able to spec as a pure healer, click that button, and go completely into DPS mode. That is what that button suggests, or that skill suggests. So yeah, that needs a complete rework in my opinion. But also, if we were able to use that skill and completely flip between a pure healer to a pure DPS class on a 20-second cooldown, that would make us overpowered. Harbinger is still good for situations. Other healers deal 0 damage when they stack willpower. Yeah, that's it. If you don't have a lot of healing power to convert. Yeah, well, skippers. That's why I just went over that. Yeah, we're not set up at all. Or we're not in great gear. But I would have thought you know what I mean, converting how much in? Sorry, willpower? Converting 469 willpower into intelligence giving us, what was it, like 150 ability damage. I would have thought that would have at least increased our dart more than going from like 53 damage to 57 damage on that particular dude. Again, he was a tank. He was set up to not take damage, probably very high resistances, makes sense. But then as we've also seen, against some classes, it's the same thing. This guy, for example, with Harbinger of Doom, we're hitting him for... That was a crit. That was a good crit, to be fair. 178, he's going to die before we can reapply that. That's a bad example. $107 on the Archmage, we turn that off. We reapply it. $90? So it went from 90 to 107. So we gained, what, 17? Ability damage is 30. Harbinger of Doom increases that to 90. I mean, again, it's a dart. Makes sense over 15 seconds, I guess. But other than the disrupt chance, to actually allow us to land spells on people, yeah, Harbinger of Doom suggests that clicking that, using that skill, however you want to say, should turn us into a DPS class that's got a lot of pressure, and we just don't see it. You've got to get a bigger sword. Yeah, we do have to get a bigger sword, Gibbs. To be fair, on some classes we see that and again, we're only using this one ability as a demonstration purpose. I'm not saying that, oh my god, the class is broken. You know what I mean? Just in particular, this ability over 15 seconds just doesn't seem to hit very hard. Regardless, I'm certain that our other abilities are going to hit quite hard. But yeah, we often notice that our auto attack damage in melee sometimes hits more than that dot does. Oh, right, so we do try and use Leaping Alteration as much as possible. We try and have that permanently on cooldown, the same with the Ritual. But because I'm just chatting away, I'm not really paying attention to the game too much, to be fair. You'll often notice that, where when I start getting on a bit of a ramble, I'm mainly focused on my rambling than I do the game. But no, generally speaking, we do try and keep Ritual on cooldown, Leaping on cooldown, and also our detaunt. We just, yeah, as I say, just because we're chatting, we're not really paying attention to the game that much. We're not playing the class very well at all as we chat. Zealot and Rune Priests, damage scaling problems, sadly. I mean, hopefully that all gets fixed with the healer hotfix, or the healer patch. And everything's going to be changing in terms of build and the meta and stuff once that healer patch comes out. So we'll absolutely have to play around with different builds and stuff when that goes live. Like even here, we haven't even buffed people. Or it might be because we have been moved around the party and stuff, but yeah, I'm not really paying attention to be fair. Could pay more attention to the game, but yeah. Specifically, obviously, what we've just been doing, we've just been putting a debuff on people and getting killed, just to see the damage. Yeah. Didn't really need to put that on him, but it is what it is. We're normally a bit better at following the warband as well, but yeah. Who's he chatting away? Guess we're going for a sneaky off the side. If they fix willpower scaling, it'd be good. That would kill most hybrid builds. Because we'd have to give full glass cannons have a chance at killing anything. I mean, by the looks of things, they're making willpower on heals scale better for people in higher willpower gear. And if you have lower willpower, you're not going to heal for as much, I think. Or at least that's what a lot of people were saying on the forum thread. Oh, we're going to Prague now, great. I guess you've had enough of running around that middle area. Perhaps you're going to have to make healers stack willpower to get any viable healing numbers. Ooh, that might be bad. Yeah, you stop playing your healers the first time you heard a healer rework was coming, they ruin the past builds. Yeah, I mean, again, for the other classes, I'm not 100% certain of what's going on. There seems to be a lot of changes for the Warrior Priest. Some people saying that's going to be overpowered as hell. Some people saying that if you play a healer, just reroll Warrior Priest immediately and get to 40 ASAP for that patch, because you're just going to mop up everybody, apparently. Again, I don't know. For the Zealot, however, our rituals are getting changed to only last 10 seconds on a 30-second cooldown. So I'm guessing that's going to mean that we're going to be forced as a Zealot to spec into all 3 rituals, which might not be very good. I mean, I'm looking forward to having a buzz on it when it comes to live, but it is what it is. Here, we're just going to quickly grab a quick 5 minutes, because I could do with a new coffee. So, we'll be back in 5. Cheers, everyone. And we're back. Okay. Oh, I appreciate that, right? I know you've left, but yeah. We'll capture again tomorrow. Or soon. Where are we? We're sieging a keep? We're defending a keep. Cool. We are going to struggle to get back there. We probably shouldn't go this direction, but we're going to. He just died. He has just died. We're going PV route, okay. Which is what we should have done as well, to be fair. Catch up with everyone across here, I think. Yeah, perfect. Oh, that's a cool mount. Still a horse, though. Of all the classes to roll, we went with the ones that have horses as mounts, which is kind of disheartened with it. And it does look, although we apparently have less numbers than they do, we don't have an against all odds buff, so chances are we are about the same amount of players on either side. But yeah, at some point, maybe towards the end of this week, we may look at dabbling on some of the characters, I think. We do, as I say, we do want to be pumping this dude as much as we can. And leveling this guy as best we can. And chances are we will stick to having the Zealot as the main class. I guess, unless we play a bunch of other characters and go, oh my god, this is so much more fun. But yeah, as a new player coming in as a Zealot, it's been enjoyable. As much as I often, I guess, complain to an extent about the lack of DPS, I think it's more because we've come from other MMOs where healers can be DPS and be successfully like putting out pressure and then possibly also putting out enough heals, but I guess that could be overpowered. I appreciate every game is different. Like the great example of this would basically be, again, we do always go back to the comparison of like vanilla WoW, but thinking of like a Shadow Priest in vanilla WoW, even if you're spec'd completely as Shadow and you've mainly got DPS, you can still heal. You can still, do you know what I mean, jump into Shadow form, put out pressure, maybe even like put out insane pressure, and then switch out of Shadow form and then be able to heal really well. Well, not really well, but well enough, I guess. This is probably a mistake. Yep, we're not doing that. We are doing that. I guess. Just hit me for a wall. Yeah, it doesn't seem like they play there. And everyone's run off except the leader of the warband who's run in and died. Again, having that sort of AFK, I'm not really sure what the situation is in this keep. There's a lot of us in there though. Just where we're going to follow this guy into our death. Can't tab on anyone, so it might be alright. Oh, that's not good. Immune, amazing. Oh, he must have been snared or something. Okay, we're in. Coming west. West posting right now. Oh, you guys order. You order, Tim. We got in, we're alright, we got in. Sure we'll be running into each other very shortly. Oh, he's on line of sight. And line of sight again. Oh, we can't see the ramp from this side. Ram's on 60%, good lord. We should probably be buffing people as well here. We can't see him. I feel like he wants Innie. I feel like they all want Innie to be there. Except this dude, I don't know where this guy is. He must be downstairs. Not sure. Oh, there he is. Happy days. I guess our ritual works in the Z-axis as well. We can just leave it there, I guess. A little bit of frame rate stuttering going on, which is normally the case around keeps. Not as bad as it used to be once we got some upgrades and stuff, but yeah.
What do you want?
What do you do? Nothing? Okay. Oh, guild does not own the keep. Oh, I see, okay. Didn't even know that was a thing. I hope they don't see that vial go into that guy. Kind of obvious to see where he's in stealth if you can see where the vial goes. Ooh, didn't mean to drop down there. Luckily we didn't fall off the wall completely. The door on? 30%. Yeah, 30%, okay. And what is their RAM on? 76%. Oh, hello. Are you going to 3 at me? Doesn't look it. Can we knock you off? I can knock one off. We're dead. That sucks. The fire god is there. Wait for this guy to res us, hopefully. Yeah, it looks like he is. Maybe not. Oh wow, and that guy demolished the witch on there, or the witch elf, sorry. And this guy's in pretty good gear as well. Don't know about the Genesis gear, but yeah. Interesting. Do you feel like a stealth class might be a lot of fun to play, to be fair? We're never really into playing like a ranged magic class. And to be fair, we don't normally play healers in any MMO we play. We normally go with tank. We normally enjoy being a tank in most of these games, but this time around we figured we'd try our luck as a healer. And it's been fun. It's just, I think that's the other reason why, I guess. In terms of dying so quick and what have you. As I say, we're kind of used to playing tanks, so we don't normally die in 3 hits. This is going to be interesting to heal because of the pillars line of sighting me on everything. Oh, that was a weird camera view. %, on that door. Let's have some coffee real quick before they smash through. I dropped a bit quick. Good knockback. That was a bit premature, that knockback though. Because now we're all going to be immune to knockbacks for 20 seconds, I guess? Yeah. And we're getting some lag here. How did we just die? I didn't even realise we were taking damage there. Fiery blast crit us for 1,000. Okay. Thank you very much. Oh, maybe they're coming through the back door as well. Pretty terrible frame rate. Now we've got that sound bug. Yeah, really bad frame rate, good lord. They've pushed in. We now need to get upstairs, I think. Not very good. Oh, almost fell over. On cooldown. Yeah, we dead. Oh, maybe not. Can we jump down one? Oh, we're on the stairs. Okay, I thought the stairs were in the other direction. Have some coffee. Now is this where we go back and try and push them again? Or is this where everyone bangs out because we've lost? Because we often see on the destruction side that if we lose the initial push, or perhaps a second push, everyone just bangs out. Was the last survivor? Yeah, I mean, I tried there. I mean, I should have been keeping everyone else up, to be fair. We tried. Again, the frame rates when we're doing the keeps and the fortresses seems to be really bad. I do get that we need to be rebooting the client and clearing the cache folder and all this sort of stuff, but yeah, it's kind of mental how bad the frame rate gets when there's a bunch of warbands sat on top of each other. Even here, oof, so this must mean there's a warband of theirs probably nearby, maybe not. Oh, it's because it's having to load up this extra warband, I guess. And it's a bit slow on doing so. Like, as I say, and again, new player, so pinch of salt, but here, like, I don't know why we're not trying to defend this now. Maybe we are, maybe we're just waiting for that warband. I hope to God that we're not just going to run around on the BOs and do some dodging whilst they just take the keep lord. I mean, it's obviously very difficult for us to get back into that keep, back up to the stairs, onto the first floor. Jesus Christ, what is this frame rate? Got the experimental option in the launcher, it helps a bit. Oh, we've not even played around with that, to be fair. What does, again, I know you're currently playing, Tim, but if you can, the too long didn't read for the experimental launcher, what does it do? Or the experimental feature, should I say. Yeah, we didn't get rid of our wounds again, we forgot. We always forget to do that. I mean, if it just makes the game run a bit smoother, at the chance for an extra couple of crashes here and there, that might be better. Just because, again, normally experimental features are like beta features, aren't they? So they don't exactly work correctly. But there is some hiccups with it. But yeah, after this we may have to reboot the client, and we may reboot it into that experimental mode, to be fair. We've got a snare on him, which is probably okay, but they have a lot of people here, so maybe not okay. And I guess here, we just want to be putting hots on as many people as possible, perhaps. Just because the sheer numbers that they have. Well, maybe not, actually. They don't seem to do anything. Yeah, okay. That was our positioning, was terrible. I wasn't aware of how many people they had around that wall. We should have been a backline healer for that. Not that it mattered. They cleared us up quite nicely. Can't tell you exactly, it just helps with server lags. It will not boost your frame rate too much, but it helps with huge fights. Ooh, okay. Yeah, we'll have to give that a look. Again, frame rate wise, it's normally fine. A reboot with the client does fix any lags and any issues we do run into. It's just when we've been doing the open world RvR for a while, and I don't know if everybody has this same outcome. But after we've been doing this for a while, running into multiple warbands, us seeing multiple warbands, we do start to get a couple of hiccups, as we've seen now. A few people have mentioned they get the same thing. A few people have mentioned they don't get any hiccups. So I'm not sure. Oh, Pin, thank you for the follow, buddy. Appreciate that. That was quite loud in my ear, that. I don't know why. That almost made me jump. Deep in thought with the experimental client, I guess. But it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get back to that keep at all. They've definitely got a warband or two defending and running around doing their thing. Like, even here, the frame rate's not the worst. I mean, it is dipping every now and then, but it's not the worst. I guess it's when it has to then reload and order warband or two. That's when we run into some real... Oh no, because they're there. Again, it's not that bad. I don't know. Sometimes it just hiccups. I really don't know why. And again, normally a reboot with the client fixes it, so as I say, I feel like there's a memory leak within the client. Are they going to see this coming? We're going to try our best to backline heal this. Oh, he's disrupted, or he absorbed that actually. I guess they didn't see this coming, which is why we haven't completely wiped. We do want to be careful though, because we're probably going to get backlined. Even here, the frame rate is so much smoother than it was just then. Unless it is because it has to load order and we've just annihilated their little warband. No longer has to load all their models, maybe, I don't know. Say annihilated, we may not have annihilated that. We didn't really get a good view of the actual combat there. I'm guessing that Lord's now dead? Yes, captured. So if anybody knows, in a situation like this, where one side has sieged the keep, they have killed the keep lord, is there a reason for them to stay in this keep now? Because often when we take a keep, we'll have one warband that stays in the keep, and I don't understand why we do that. Because once that keep lord's dead, we can't... There's no need for like us to stay in a keep we've just taken to stop them from being able to come back and like respawn the lord or something, right? I don't know why we, as I say often, we will take a keep and then one warband will just stay in the keep, and I don't know why. Unless I've misread a tooltip. We don't often read tooltips very well on this channel. We do, but not very often. Are we all going for that one dwarf? All two of us. Oh, you can take it back. Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense then. Oh, so here, for example, this may literally answer the question. We can go back in and do something here, I guess, and take this back. If they don't hold 3 BOs, which they're probably looking like they're about to hold all 3 of them. We'll have some frame rate stutter here, because I'm guessing they're going to have a warband at the back. Sound's gone weird. Somebody did recommend that I mute all game audio when we're doing these sort of keeps and big warband stuff. To which I'm quite happy to just maintain audio in game. Obviously I know it's going to sound a bit weird at times, but yeah, I'm quite happy to maintain some audio at least in game. We're not healing for anywhere near as enough as we need to here. We shouldn't die doing this, that's fine. We're body blocked. Amazing, there we go. He's already res, perfect. We'll try and get some more reses the best we can. We should have a Z-axis here. Someone else got the res, that's fine. Target is not dead. Oh no, target is dead. Can't see your target, okay. Hold the keep for 20 minutes and return a supply to reclaim this keep. Surely we can't hold this for 20 minutes and also not have them hold 3 BOs for 20 minutes. That seems like quite the task. We got him, we got him. He's immediately fallen off. Oh no, I've sent him to his death. Now look at that knockback. Why don't we have a knockback like that? That's an insane knockback. So at times we can res him, hopefully not get pulled off a side. Yeah, if this is where we have to basically hold this keep for, as it says, 20 minutes, and also not allow them to get 3 BOs to lock the zone down, that's kind of a bit of a task, that. But I think this is the first time we're actually seeing us defend a keep that's already been taken. No, they need keep and 3 BO. Oh! They can't lock her out the keep. Oh, I see. Right. Today we learned. Interesting. So as long as we're sat in this keep and they're not inside, we have the chance to reset this. Okay. Oh, this makes a lot more sense then, yeah, because normally... How's an engineer be there? Oh, AoE. Because normally, yeah, we always leave one warband in the keep, and I'm sitting there going, but we've killed their lord. Why are we sat in their keep for? But yeah, this makes a lot more sense. I don't know if the game explains this very well to you or not. Or to me, I guess. I mean, clearly, if we mouse over this, it does tell us right there. But yeah, we don't read tooltips. We try to. We just, yeah, we don't read tooltips. So basically, as long as we sit in this keep for 20 minutes, this is going to reset. I'm guessing this is going to tell us that, the zone control. We might have to turn that back on, to be fair. I don't like this window. We're going to put it there, I guess, for now. Hideous, but it does what it does. We're not even hitting the right people. Obviously, round wounds by capturing and holding a keep and 3 BOs. Okay. We don't need Dom. Oh, I need to heal this guy. Just in time, I think. Somebody else got him as well. Okay, because we're reading, we're not really paying attention to what we're actually doing hotkey-wise. And now we can get rid of that. We don't need that on. We might die as we do this. I was hoping we could just mouse over it here and it'll tell us, like this bar does. But it doesn't, so it is what it is. Putting down this AoE is crazy strong. You stack enough engineers that are putting fire on the floor. How much is this hitting per second? Oh, we've got a shield. 200, 100. Yeah, you stack enough engineers. That AoE is so powerful. Problem is getting the supplies to the keep. State of Realm tells us. Yeah, we were just hoping that this would... Oh, State of Realm tells us. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Oh, 15 minutes there, I see it. Oh yeah, we've always seen the timer there, the 15-minute timer. We always assumed that was for the doors to respawn. Which I guess would indicate that once the doors have respawned, the Lord respawns or something like that, yeah. We're getting smashed here again. Oh, he's dodged. That's not good. We tried to keep him up. He lined of sighted us. Oh yeah, that's not good. That's not a good picture down there. All we need is that. We get some people rezzed. Probably not. Why did it bounce in that direction? That's stupid. We don't need to fall off though, we just want to stand on the end. I guess it's difficult not to have them jump off and follow me because there's so many people here. Well, that wasn't bad, I guess. I don't know how long we did that for. What, 5 or so minutes on Stay the Realm? It's gone back to 20 minutes, okay. That's a good defense for a little bit. Oh, the AoE doesn't stack. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I know we discussed yesterday in terms of debuffs not stacking. Oh, I guess yeah, with saying that, I guess if one engineer has put fire here, no other fire is going to overlap that. I get what you're saying. I mean, again, this is good that we're not seeing loads of people bang out. Normally that's what happens. Although we might be. No, it's still got about the same numbers. Oh, I thought we were about to bang out to Griffin Zone then. I'll set myself to follow this guy and I'll just have some more coffee real quick. Looks like we've got 3 warbands in the area. Yeah, I guess there is, as you've mentioned, Melmar, in terms of if we were able to defend that, with the amount of people they have, we would then have to do what? Like leave 1 warband in the keep, maybe? And then send the rest of the guys out to one of these BOs to grab a supply to then bring it back, which, yeah, that would have been pretty difficult to do, I guess. And they've got 2 BOs. This is where, hopefully, which it probably looks like we are doing that, we've got 1 warband pinging around to the BOs maybe to grab these 3. Or at least contest them 3. Whilst the rest of us are sort of, you know what I mean, edging towards the keep or so. Again, what is that frame rate? Jesus. Crazy FPS. Yeah, we need to reboot the client soon. What is this? Oh, we've got some people going the wrong direction. What I normally do. Look at this champ. 4v1 in. Or 1v4 in, should I say. Yeah, this happens every time we approach another warband. And again, that shouldn't be the case, but it is, I guess. It made sense on the old setup we were using because we were using really old parts, but not anymore. How's it going, Ark? From your understanding, Doc isn't already that good, and it's getting even more nerfs with the healer patch hits. Yeah, I think all the healers are getting a bit of a nerf when the healer patch hits, to be fair. The Doc specific changes, I'm a bit uncertain, to be fair. Hopefully, again, someone in chat can sort of let you know a bit more information with the Doc class. It does sound like some of the changes are good and some of the changes are bad, which I guess is across the board on healers. It sounds like they are nerfing the amount of leeching you can do. So, damaging abilities that also heal you and stuff like that. I don't know if that's the entire Doc toolkit or not, to be fair, because again, we've not really played one. Have you had a look on the forum, Ark, and seen the healer PTR stuff? Again, I'm pretty sure you were here yesterday, weren't you? Mentioned that you're new to the game and stuff, looking at playing tanks and whatnot. And if you are new, then obviously even if you read through the patch notes, it's a little bit over my head if you've not played the class. So yeah, if you've not played the Doc class at all, reading those changes, you can kind of pick up what they're saying, but a lot of it, without actually playing the class, yeah, a lot of it's over my head, unfortunately. Yeah, most people are complaining. I feel like it's one of these weird things, isn't it, with anything in life. I think anyway, like specifically say for this patch, I don't think many people are going to be commenting on that thread saying, oh, good job devs, this is going to be crazy fun. The only people that are going to be commenting on that thread are people that are, you know what I mean, angry or annoyed, or people that aren't satisfied with the changes. So I would say pinch of salt with all the comments on that thread. Because you're not exactly going to make a comment if you're happy about the changes, are you? You're not going to be just, good job guys, can't wait to test this. The only comments you're going to be reading are people who are, do you know what I mean, who are very negative towards it. Why have you changed this? Please don't do this. Do you know what I mean? It's not people that are happy about the patch. So yeah, I'd say, you know what I mean, 80% of those comments you can kind of pinch a salt. But again, without playing the class, I don't know if they're going to be good or bad changes, to be fair. Playing the Zealot, when I read the changes for the Zealot class, I did immediately think, oh no, this is RIP. We may as well play a new class. But then the more I've looked into it, and the more people I've spoken to about it, I can see some of the changes aren't too bad, and they may even make the class more fun to play. It's just a worry that we're going to be pigeonholed into a specific talent tree, or a specific way of building the class. But then, saying that, at the moment, everyone is pigeonholed with the Zealot class by speccing a specific way, because there's sort of one build that's better than the rest. So, same thing applies, really. Shamans seem happy. You see, I've read that Shamans aren't happy with some of the changes. A lot of the, again, comments and speaking to people and stuff, a lot of the stuff I've been hearing is there's no point, again, some of this I don't get, but I'm under the impression the Shaman's class mechanic is it casts, say, DPS 4 or 5 times, and then its heal becomes stronger, and if it casts heals up to 4 or 5 times, its DPS becomes stronger. What is this frame rate? But a lot of people, from what I've seen, are suggesting that there's no point getting the stack to 5 because it's not good enough using or waiting to stack something to 5, their class mechanic, and then using it. It's just not worth doing, apparently. So, do you know what I mean? It depends what you've read and who you've spoken to. Some people are obviously going to enjoy the changes. Some people are looking forward to them. Whereas some people have apparently not looking forward to them, I guess. The only changes I've seen that are kind of across the board, again, if you play a warrior priest, very positive. If you don't play a warrior priest, very negative. Is it sounds like the warrior priests are getting stupidly buffed. Again, I don't play one, I don't know, but yeah, that's my understanding at least. We probably should have gone in with everyone else, but because of the lag, we decided not to go in with everyone else. And that may have cost us this push. Not that I would have made the difference there, but yeah. What's strong about Dark having nearly infinite healing resource and being way too, well, sorry, way more tank than any other healer? Oh, maybe we should have played a Dark. I mean, my understanding as well, ignoring the upcoming healer patch, so the current patch of the game, or the current version of the game, I guess he needs a res. Did we talk? We went to target him. Where is he? Oh, I guess he's already been rezzed. There he is. Yep. We'll just give him a love heart anyway, as if we rezzed him when we didn't. What was I saying? Dark. Yeah, so in the current version of the game, I think I've understood and read that Darks are apparently really good for solo play, where they're very good at basically doing everything themselves. So if you're into PvE content, a breeze. You can tank, you can heal, you can DPS basically. For group play, I don't know. We ran a dungeon, well, we ran HV last night. We didn't stream it in the end, just because I was, well, it is what it is. But we ran HV last night with Doc, who was doing so much more healing than we were, doing so much more damage than we were. I was sitting there scratching my head thinking, should we just re-roll a Doc? This is crazy. Doc is PvE god. Yeah, there we go, okay. Again, for PvP and RvR, I don't know. They seem pretty strong though. And I guess the changes to the Doc, from what I understand, is some of their abilities or some of their heals perhaps. Again, I don't know what the class really functions as. But at the moment, they don't need that much resource to sustain, I guess. Whereas the upcoming changes are going to mean they're going to need an abundance of resources to sustain. So I think a lot of the, I guess, you know, complaints or negativity surrounding the healer PCR patch is that Docs are going to be required to do, I guess, like so much more DPS to gain so much more resource to do the same thing they're already doing at a much lower resource cost, I think. Again, I don't play the class, so don't really know what I'm talking about, but yeah. That's what I understand, at least. Geodoc is nasty in dungeons, but very hard in RvR. Yeah, because we don't really understand the class at all. Again, we need to play it at some point. We need to play every class so we can kind of get the gist of who we can 1v1, who we can't 1v1, what all the classes can do and stuff like that. We've read the skills on like the career builder for all the classes, but I'm a very muscle memory person, so without, I mean, reading it over and over and over again every day is in one ear out the other. Are we stuck here? There we go. Well, this is currently the longest we've been in open world RvR where a keep has been taken and they haven't locked the zone down, which is kind of interesting to see. I guess their entire order side is just sitting in that keep, waiting for all of us to bang out because we can't retake the keep, and then they can just, you know what I mean, sneak down, grab a couple of BOs, no destruction to fight. Yeah, we could really do a reboot in the client, and we don't want to reboot right now. Interesting here. And I'm kind of feeling like... Oh, he's not getting that. He's 150 yards away. And that's 100 yards, right? 100 feet, yeah. Yeah, I kind of feel like with the 3 trees for the Zealot at the moment, I think we are basically 11 points in the far left one, no points in the middle one, and 9 points in the right-hand side one. I feel like we respec soon and just put all points in the right-hand side one. Not all points, but get it up to max. So our Dust, our Leap, and our Ritual are healing more. Only a minor amount more, but yeah, I kind of feel like we do that soon, because we're basically playing a backline healer now. I'm on the other side, just started playing, and watching all this going down is insane. Yeah, there's a lot going on right now, isn't there? As I say, this is the first time we've experienced a keep being taken, or we have taken a keep, and either side hasn't been able to lock the zone down instantly, basically. So this is kind of fun, this is kind of interesting. And up until about 20 minutes ago, I didn't realise you could retake a keep. So here we are. What class are you playing, Mitch? On the other side, what did you settle with? Because we're fairly new as well, to be fair. We've been playing for, I do this quite a lot, but yes, 7 days and 13 hours on this class. And this is the only class we've basically played. So we're still kind of new. You play a Shadow Warrior. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Maybe we'll see each other in the in Prague shortly, my friend. You want to go skirmish? Ooh. Yeah, we don't really enjoy scrims anymore at this level. Oh, we rooted him way for like half a second. Completely worth the spec, right? But this is what we should be playing. Look how tanky this dude is. Look at that tankiness. We die in 3 seconds. In a 1v1. That dude was like 1v12 and survived for ages. Crazy. Is Scout better about the movement you get from skirmish? Oh, I'm not sure what you're asking there, to be fair. The skirmish is like the scenarios where you do like the little battlegrounds. Or have I misread? I may have misread. Yeah, the game seems to be a little bit laggy here. With this ability, it doesn't cast immediately. That time it did, that's fine. Look how tanky this guy is! Hilarious. We need to play a tank. We 100% need to reroll tank. And then I'll and if we reroll tank, I'll then complain that I can't do any DPS. Oh, the stance is in your class. Oh, I'm not actually sure, to be fair. Yeah, I have no idea on that class. The only class we've played is Zealot. We don't know how any other class functions, really, in terms of the stances and what have you. I'm guessing the Shadow Warrior, not similar to the Marauder, but similar in terms of, because I know the Marauder's got different stances, I think. We root you? Disrupted. Perfect. What a waste of 11 talent points. Would like to heal you, but our frame rate is terrible right now. Ooh, another warband's kicked in. We should have aggroed them and baited them. Oh, as if we interrupted that. I swear there's a bit of server lag going on. We'll just set ourselves to follow this guy real quick. That was your first class, but having 4 stances put me off, so I re-rolled. Oh! Yeah, is he... With the stances, if you know, again, I'm not expecting you to know everything here as a new player. With the stances, do they basically reset your action bar, like I've got currently? Where I'm just using the one action bar, but I've, you know what I mean, set hotkeys to use different action bars. If the stances change your action bar, similar to the Vanilla Warrior in WoW, that could be kind of nice. Because I quite enjoy that playstyle. Yeah, Skibs, we're basically just waiting for this zone to either be locked or for us to take back the keep. Because I don't want to log out and lose contribution. Not that we've got a lot of contribution, but while all this is kicking off, we kind of want to stay in game. But we absolutely do want to reboot the client. The dev was in the chat last week or the week before. Emissary X, I think he was called. Could be wrong. And he recommended that, yeah, reboot the client, delete the cache folder, and also close the launcher, and then reopen the launcher, because that also solves some of the FPS dips. Can we root you as well? Get rooted for half a second. Oh, hello. Oh, this guy's a tank. We're not even bothered with him. That's like Resto Druid on Resto Druid right there. And we're around the side. Yeah, I can only use certain skills, work with certain stances, and some work for all. Ooh, yeah, we might have to play around with a Marauder. Because for the sake of having a clean UI, we don't like having action bar stacked on action bar stacked on action bar, and do you know what I mean, covering half the screen, not half the screen, but yeah, to over exaggerate, half the screen with loads of action bars. We'd much rather have, you know what I mean, toggle different action bars with hotkeys. And if the stances basically force you into different bars at the bottom, different action bars because you're in a different stance, that's probably more like a class that we're going to enjoy playing. Got really high renown. We're currently 54. I'm pretty certain we dinged 40 at either 49 or 50 renown. And all we did to level was basically RvR. We did 0 PvE. The only time we did any PvE, look at that root, that confused him. The only time we did any PvE was to go back when we were high level to go and do low level public quests. This body blocking when you go through a door is ridiculous. We still can't move. There we go. That's like 5 seconds of body blocking. But yeah, all we did is basically RvR from the get-go. We're going to have to let this tick over a little bit here because of the FPS dips when it loads up their warbands and stuff. But ideally, we wanted to hit 40 and also be renown rank 45, and we surpassed that massively. It's probably very risky. That's very risky. Oh, he's knocked us back over there. That's nice of him. That probably saved us for a moment at least. I think we got that off. We need to, well, we need to not die there, but that's fine. We'll give us a second. Even the camera view here. Look at this. What is this camera view? We'll give us a moment because we might get a res here. He might be cheeky enough to give us a res. Nope. He's just stood on a corpse. We've got another guy right there. He must be resing. No? We've got another healer that can res there. Again, they need to keep people up, so they don't need to res me right now. I understand that, but good lord. And we've also got some action up there as well. No? Okay. We're just gonna spam message all these guys. I don't think we spoke to. Oh, there we go. We're up. Oh yeah, he's gonna res us as we're gonna get smashed, right? I should have looked at the map a bit more there. Yeah, we saw all these red coming up as we clicked accept. Oh dear, that was the worst time to res. Oh, that was you. Oh, that was funny. That was good, I like that. Brilliant time to res. But yeah, generally speaking, all we did is open world RvR right off the get-go. Misfortune, thank you for the little jump there. We'll probably take the res here. Can we see inside a little bit? Although, we are good eyes inside right now. He's sneaking on the wall. That sneaky player. With his axe sticking out. Yeah, we got the res here. I think we got completely wiped. Yeah, we got completely wiped, okay. Yeah, Skibbs, no, I thought we were in a good place, and just as I was sort of mousing over to res, I just caught the glimpse over here of all the reds coming up, or all the order coming up. Yeah, it's too late for me there. Should have waited. Should have held off on that res for a bit. It looked safe as I was being rezzed. That's all right. We all got wiped up there, so it's no drama at all. I don't think. But yeah, sorry. In terms of doing the actual scenarios, like the battlegrounds and stuff, I would completely stay away from these if you don't want to level too quickly, because the XP gain you get for doing these scenarios compared to the renown game is insane. If you end up going back to do like the low level stuff, like for example on the war story, we went back at like level 30, I think, to do chapters 1 through to 4, I think, in Greenskin, just to get them done basically, where we gained no experience and all that. Oh, here we go. Terrible frame rate, order on the way. They may have ran away. Oh no, they're right outside, okay. We'll try and keep busy here. But the Quartermasters, which is a merchant in the war camps, they sell a scroll that reduces your PvE experience gain by 75% for 4 hours. Doesn't work in RvR. So as soon as you're tagged for RvR, you basically want to relog real quick, because then it's going to clear your RvR tag. But doing any PvE content, we would make sure we had one of those scrolls on to, again, reduce our XP gain as much as possible, so we could mainly focus on our renown gain. And as I say, all we basically did is RvR in Tier 1 up until 16. I think from 16 to 20, we did do public quests, perhaps, to try and get some of the, I think it's Obliterator gear through public quests. I could be wrong with that. Or maybe it was the Devastator set, actually, saying that. Yeah, I think it was the Devastator set, because we didn't do, at 16, we didn't go to our main capital and do the Circelium dungeon for the Keeper set. We were unaware that was kind of a thing at the time, and then we just accidentally out-leveled it, so we just skipped that. And then as soon as we were about 20, 21 maybe, all we did after that is open world stuff like we're doing now. We basically got carried by whatever warband was going on, and we just did keeps and fortresses all the way up to about 30, 36. I think from 36 or maybe 38 to 40, we just did scenarios, because at that point, we were already renowned 48 or 49, I think. But yeah, that's all we did basically. Again, I'm more of a PvP player. As much as I do enjoy the PvE in this game, and I think just doing a couple of public quests is fantastic, because you get loads of gear drops. But then you can vendor, get some gold income, etc. There's definitely better ways to get gold in the game, but yeah, we kind of enjoyed doing that. Public quest-wise, again, for Chaos point of view, I guess, which may not apply to you. You may have to go on the wiki and sort of do the same thing here. The streamer Toth, he's wrote a really good guide for the epic quest lines for each capital, or each race, I guess. And for Empire versus Chaos, for Chaos, where you start here, there's an NPC in this first Chapter 1 town that gives you a quest, which is Vanity something. This. Vanity is its own reward. And this is basically an epic quest line. Each faction, or actually, sorry, each race has a Tier 1 epic quest, Tier 2 epic quest, Tier 3 and Tier 4 epic quest. And this gives you some pretty good rewards. And the idea of this is basically, we did this on a higher level as well, it basically makes you do every single public quest. So the first part of this quest chain would take you to this first one, you do that, then you go to the second one, the third one, the fourth one, pings you to the next zone, do all these public quests, pings you to this zone, do all these public quests, and it's basically just do every single public quest in the Chaos versus Empire maps. And as I say, that does give you some decent rewards. For example, we would have got this bout at 27. I don't even know what set this is. But at 27, that was probably a good bout. We also got some epic shoulders for the lower level. Maybe like level 19 or something. Some of the quests are really difficult though. So it kind of requires a group. That's probably saved us more than anything else. But I would recommend on the, or even just Googling, do you know what I mean? Return of Reckoning Epic Quest Chain, and I'm sure the Return of Reckoning website will show up. And there's some pretty good guides, as I say, for every single one of them that Toffs wrote up, I think. 34 right now, 25, 29 renown. I need to catch up. Oh yeah, so all you would need to do basically here is essentially stop playing the game and just do RvR. He crit me for 700 and he was nowhere near me. Slashing blade. We were waiting there to shock him, but we had no AP because we sprinted away. We would have died anyway. There's loads of them. Couldn't have done much there. And again, to anyone that's in this warband, apologies, because as I get rambling on, I don't play as well. Yeah, don't heal as well, don't play as well. Too busy chatting away. Like we've got half a healer, if that. You gain 34% renown from taking the keep and from all your pushing in the hour. Yeah, that's it. You don't have stacking skill bars, all your skills are set keybinds. Yeah, so again, because we spent, I say we a lot, I've realised this from the last stream, but whenever I say we, I think it's more of like a community thing that I'm trying to do, as opposed to just saying, I've done this. I don't know why. I do this in real life as well. Just always refer to everything as we, I guess. But anyway, yeah, we played a lot of vanilla WoW back in the day, and we played a warrior class. So obviously with that class, I say obviously, if you don't know, I think everyone is at this point in time, but if you don't know, you'd have 3 different stances, obviously battle stance, defensive stance, and berserker stance. And once you push the hotkey to enter that stance, it would just change up your main 1 action bar. And we got very familiar with that kind of a playstyle. So all we've done here is basically set up how we would be playing the warrior class in vanilla WoW, where we would use Shift R, Shift F, and Shift V. Shift R for battle, Shift F for berserk, Shift V for defense, and that's giving us basically 3 different action bars. I'm quite happy to have, you know what I mean, 30, 40, 50 hotkeys, shift everything, alt everything, control everything, basically just use QWE to move around, with obviously holding the right click to spin the camera view, and then having ASD, ZXC, RFV, TG, and possibly B as hotkeys, and bind everything to those hotkeys, including shift and all those, control all those, alt all those. Quite happy to do all that, in addition to the number keys 1 to 6. Yeah, we're quite happy to have a bunch of hotkeys, but just having 3 hotkeys to switch onto 3 different action bars means we can keep the same hotkeys across the board for everything. So as long as I'm in the correct stance, so to speak, or I'm on the correct hotbar, we know what all these buttons are doing, do you know what I mean? It's just occasionally I'll forget what stance or what hotbar I've got up, and I'll be pressing like 2 or 3 to throw out some hots, and I'll just be spewing demonic spittle everywhere. Why am I not healing anyone? Oh, I'm on the wrong bar. Right, okay. And it's also a cleaner UI for me. Again, if we had like 3 or 4 or even 5 action bars all stacked on top of each other, we don't like that. We like a nice clean UI. Played Warrior in retail, not classic, so I never experienced that. Yeah, my understanding is they removed the stance dancing, didn't they? Which I kind of feel is ridiculous. That was, for me at least, that was like the most fun class to play because of the stance dancing. Easy to play, but pretty hard to master when you've obviously got, you know what I mean, 36 hotkeys across 3 different stances. All the epic quests are gathered on a wiki page. Yeah, Skib, that's what I'm saying. The streamer Toth, or Tothra, Tothman Ra or something. I always call him Toth, so I only know him as Toth. But he's the person who's wrote all those wiki pages. But yeah, if you just basically Google Return of Reckoning epic quest chains or epic quest line, you'll find the Return of Reckoning forum post or the wiki post for it. We don't often search within the wiki page, we just search on Google and then bring up the wiki pages that way. Yeah, pretty much you just switch specs to Arms, Fury, or Tank. Yeah, that sounds horrible. The whole gimmick with the Warrior was stance dancing. It made the class kind of, again, dare I say, in like an elitist way, it made it really fun to play because people who didn't understand how to stance dance would suck as the class. But people who could stance dance were like miles ahead of the other warriors. Yeah, we enjoyed the stance dancing a lot. Although when Burning Crusade came out, we're about to run into one of their warbands, I guess, or one of our warbands. Possibly Lich King. The stances didn't make any sense because I'm pretty sure Berserker stance was what? You gained 3% crit, but they also gained 3% crit against you. And then obviously when they introduced Resilience as a stat, which reduced your chance to be critically hit, being in Berserker stance was basically a debuff. So I get why they had to remove the stance dancing, but they could have just changed the way the ability functioned, I guess, or the stance functioned. Oh, hello. We heard the dwarf mount. It just... we were very slow at reacting there. We probably don't want to be using this when our whole team's dead. Yeah, we don't. We'll probably just take Death here in a second. We can at least root you. No, he was immune to it. That's fair. How many people are going to chase us over here, do you reckon? No one. Shocking. Or, as we get over here, the whole warband's waiting for us. No, okay, that's not too bad. Alright, fair enough. I feel like I shouldn't be the person who's leaving unscathed there. Maybe I didn't do my job correctly. And yeah, we stopped playing WoW in Lich King era, to be fair. Vanilla and Burning Crusade were very fun. Lich King had its moments. We didn't do any PvE in Lich King, no raiding and stuff, where I've heard that the raids there were like fascinating. But we didn't do any of that. We just basically focused on the PvP aspect. And then yeah, after or mid Lich King, we banged out. We haven't gone back since, really. Is this a dead end? Yes, this is a dead end. We might get caught off guard here. I mean, I'll stick with these guys for a second, but I'm expecting a... there we go. Is that us? Oh, I was expecting that to be their warband. And then we'll catch up with our warband again in a moment. That could just be a few people. I was going to say 3 people, but also a few at the same time. That's enough. We need to bang out of this. Because we don't want to get baited. And then we want to head back towards our warband. Ooh, they have another ram. Why do they have a ram? Is that a troll? Surely they don't need another ram here. They've already taken the doors down, right? And the doors haven't respawned. It's on a 20-minute timer still, and they've captured it. That's got to be a troll. Oh, you didn't know Warhammer Online was now MMO until 1.5 weeks ago. Ooh. Yeah, we played this on launch. We were so stoked for this back in the day on launch. We ended up buying, at the time, a ridiculously expensive brand new PC just to play this. And then we played it for maybe a month and then quit because we out-leveled all the content. We played a Zealot back then as well. But we played a DPS Zealot and it was insane. The DPS on launch for the Zealot class was we could 1v1 everyone basically. My tail's sticking out of this. Get rooted. This guy's still going to kill us? Surely not. Yeah, we outleveled all the content in the Zealot. And then, because all we did back then, the same thing that happens nowadays, basically. A new game comes out and you just rush to max level, don't you? But it took us forever to get to max level back in the day because it obviously was a massive grind. Not like it is nowadays on this private server. This is really quick to get to max level. Yeah, out-leveled all content, and the only people that were higher level than us were a bunch of Russians, and we couldn't get in their parties to grind quicker, so then we banged out because there was no content. And we haven't played it since, really, until, as I say, yeah, maybe 2-3 months ago we jumped back in. Yeah, I can't remember when the Twitch drops happened. Probably mid-Jan. Maybe the start of Feb last month. Yeah, seems like a grind. Yeah, so as you level, I mean, you're already past this point, I'm pretty sure, so this doesn't really apply to you anymore. I think the Ruin set would be the last PvE set you wanted to be focusing on getting to try and save all of your war crests, because the gear towards the end of the game, when you're high renown, costs an absurd amount. Not that it really matters, because again, if you were to buy like the Devastator set, which is what we did at like 26-ish, I'm pretty sure that was like 200 war crests tops for the whole set, give or take. And then we moved across to the, I want to say the Annihilator set, which, yeah, you could either go PvE and get the Ruin set, or you could do PvP or RvR and grab the Annihilator set. But doing these keeps, obviously, whenever we got a gold bag for doing keeps, we would just take the Annihilator set from the gold bags. So technically that didn't cost us any war crests, but it kind of did, because each one of them bags would have given us 40 war crests apiece. So we spent like, what? Almost 300 war crests grabbing that gear, I guess. Which I don't think is too bad. Having spent 300 war crests on some gear that lasted us a little bit. And then when you ding 40, or actually when you ding like 36 as a healer, give or take 36, you can start doing a couple of dungeons, which is going to gear you. The first dungeon, oh, you're order, aren't you? So I don't actually know. Well, the first, I mean, it's probably the same dungeon for you guys, I don't know. But the first dungeon we did was Mount Gunbad. And that's in High Pass, I'm pretty sure. No, it's not. Public Land? No, it's not. Can never remember where these dungeons are, to be fair. Badlands, there, for us at least, for our side. And we did Mount Gunbad at 36, I think. And Mount Gunbad gave us the Red Eye set of gear, which is Officer World. No, we went Annihilator at the high 30s, low 30s. And then for our Conquer Ward, we got the Red Eye set from Mount Gunbad dungeon at 36. So we already had basically the full set of Red Eye, I think, for when we dinged 40. I think we're missing one piece of gear from that. And that was Mount Gunbad. Again, this is probably going to be different if you're playing Order. Badlands, thanks, Skibals. Yeah, man. Sorry, I read that comment late, to be fair. Then once we had did that, we then grabbed the... We didn't grab the Sentinel set then. We grabbed the Beast Lord set. Again, I'm pretty certain, again, if you just sort of Google it, it'll come up somewhere for you. We then got the Beast Lord set, this stuff. We got the full set of this, Beast Lord, well, we're currently using the Beast Lord Cloak, the pocket item for Beast Lord, and the ring for Beast Lord. For the 3-piece for the armor bonus, again, to make us more tanky as a healer. These are all just quests. We do have one of them quests still, I think, because we didn't grab it in time. We grabbed it after we did all the quests. This. So basically for this, you just have to go around the world and kill, what, 5 dudes? You need a 6-man party for it, you know, 1 tank, 2 healers, 2, 3 DPS, if you will. And you run around the map, you kill all these guys. These reward you with pieces of gear or Beast Lord tokens. I think this quest in particular is a repeatable. It just gives you 2 Beast Lord tokens. You can kind of ignore this quest, to be fair. The rest of the 5 quests that we picked up are jotted around all over the place. Like, Chaos Chapter 12, Greenskin Chapter 14, just all over the world, so you have to run around a bit. And then those quests are basically kill, say, 15 witch hunters for one of them, and then also go to some location and kill an elite dude, or a hard mob, basically. Do that in a 6-man party, that's that quest done, you go turn it in, gives you a piece of Beast Lord gear. Ching, you've got the cloak. You do another one, ching, you've got the ring. Do another one, you've got the shoulders, the helmet, all that sort of goodness. And then eventually, when you have 3 Beast Lord tokens... Oh, actually, I've misspoke there. The first part of these quests, of these 5 quests, is kill 10 or 15 players and also kill the dude. That gives you a piece of gear, done. Then there's a follow-up quest, which that follow-up quest rewards you with a Beast Lord token. And then when you have 3 of them tokens, you go to your capital city. For us, an orbital city, we went up here to the breaking grounds. And there's an NPC there. That's where we also picked up this quest from. And you trade in 3 Beast Lord tokens for the pocket item. And that then gives you the pocket item. That's good. And then after that, we did the dungeon in the main capital town again, which is Biorot Burrow. That's a level 40 dungeon, but you can get the quests. No, the quests are level 40 for this one. You can probably do it before 40. I think we did at 38 or something for our first run. But at 40, we start doing Biorot Burrow, and that gives you... Is this a dead end? No? That gives you the Sentinel set. So then we did the Sentinel set through doing that. I'm going a bit all over the place with this, but in order to equip the Beast Lord stuff, you have to have the Red Eye equipped, I believe. Or not equipped, but you have to do the Conqueror Award for the Red Eye stuff. And then once you've obviously equipped the Red Eye stuff and got the Conqueror Award, you can then equip the Beast Lord stuff. It doesn't say that there, but I'm sure it says it on the gear. It doesn't, because I've already equipped it all, I guess. But I'm certain you need the Red Eye set to equip the Beast Lord stuff. It just doesn't tell you. It's just not got an award for it, I don't think. And then, sorry, yeah. Then we went to the dungeon, did Biorot Burrow, and that gave us the full Sentinel set. Sentinel set again for us. We're using just the helmet. We're using the belt, and it gives you a ring, which is a very important ring. Because this ring has an empty talisman slot on, which has just run out for us. And this ring allows you to socket in a Soulstone talisman, which you have to go to your main capital and turn these bad boys into talisman. For an NPC, again, I'm showing you the chaos side, which doesn't really apply to you, I don't think, but yeah, it is what it is. NPC just stood in this little corner here, and that allows us to socket this ring with a 4% healing critical chance, which is the only ring I think we can socket those soul stones into. So that's a huge ring, the Sentinel's ring. And you get that Sentinel ring by doing 4 runs in Biorot Burrow for the influence reward. And then the final thing I'll say, because I'm saying a lot and I do this often, I just ramble about things. When you've done that Biorot Burrow dungeon, or the equivalent for the Roller side, the basic and the advanced renown rewards give you some decent weapons. So for example, we took Sufferer because it's more DPS if we wanted to play a DPS Zealot, which we probably don't anymore. And it's got a chance on hit, which is pretty big. And then we also picked the Offhand Evil, which again, it's got a chance on hit or chance on being hit. It's pretty big. 110 wounds for 20 seconds. That's a big increase to wounds if we were playing with these weapons. But instead, oh, can we make you stand still? Got you, but he's immediately not stood still because he's obviously being damaged. But instead, we spanked loads of the bags that you get for doing these keeps on Genesis crests, and I think you need 75 Genesis crests in total. And we spent 15 on this weapon, which is a pretty good weapon, and we spent 15 on this weapon. Or offhand, which is a pretty good weapon. These both upgrade, or I say upgrade, you can turn both of these weapons in at Renown rank 66 and turn these into Fortress weapons, which I'm pretty certain someone can correct me, are basically best in slot for a lot of classes. You can absolutely get, what is it, Bloodlord weapons, which I think for like Marauder, they're best in slot, I think. But yeah, the Fortress stuff, they cost 50 gold and 800 war crests to turn one of these into a Fortress weapon. So obviously 1,600 war crests are going to get spent and 100 gold to turn both of these into Fortress weapons at some point. But originally, to get these at level 40, there's just 15 gen crests each done. And that's for this class, Knife of the Subjugator. I guess it's just Subjugator weapons, basically, and offhands that they cost 15 each. And then in addition to that, at 36, if you have enough Genesis crests, you can buy the 4-piece Genesis crest accessories, which cost 10 each. So we would have had all 4 at 36, and we did have 4 at 36, but they're on the bank now. And then you can also get a cloak, which is the Genesis cloak as well. And you can equip all 5 of those pieces of gear at 36. They don't have many stats on, but they do have some pretty good 5-piece bonuses. So working towards getting, I think, 75 gen crests for 36 makes sense. And that's what we did, basically. So we had the full gen set ready. At 36, you should have been given a quest, which we've already done, so I can't show you it. Or have we? Yes, we've already done it. You get a quest that basically tells you to go grab the Genesis cloak for 5 gen crests. So technically you don't have to have those 5, but otherwise, you know, 40 for the 4 accessories, and then 70 in total for the weapons, the 4 accessories, and then you get 5 free for doing that cloak quest. Again, for most classes, I don't know if that's even a good set. We do see a lot of people still using the Genesis stuff, though, so it might be good, it might be not. So. Scared to spend your crest. Now I don't want to screw it up. It gets weird after Ruin. To be honest, as I say, I mean, at the moment, we're sat on what? We're sat on... It says 541. How do we move this? But we actually have 5,416. It's just my UI is so small, it knocks off the last number. So if we've already got 5,500 war crests, we bought every PvP set up to a certain point, as I say. Recruit Ward, we would have bought the Decimator set. We got the Hunter set for doing kill the heroes in the caves, or the layers. Scout Ward, we would have bought the Havoc set with the crests. We then would have, for the Soldier Ward, we would have bought the Devastator set with crests. And then Officer Ward would be in the Annihilator set. We didn't buy this, we just pulled the items out of a bag. But in doing so, we would have spent basically 40 war crests per piece of gear. So we did spend crests on that as well. And then through Conqueror onwards, we've just done dungeons because that's how you gear. And very quickly as well, like all these dungeon sets as well, like the Red Eye set, the Sentinel set, and the Beast Lord set, you can see none of them require renown rank. So the Sentinel set is just rank 40, and obviously the previous ward you'd obviously need to unlock to equip the Sentinel stuff. Veilwalker stuff, rank 40. Beast Lord, rank 40. None of this requires renown rank. The only thing we currently have equipped that requires renown rank is nothing, actually, because our weapons are just rank 40. All the jewelry pieces are all just rank 40. I mean, that's rank 36 because it's Genesis. Yeah, nothing requires renown rank. So the only thing you're losing by not having high renown rank is the renown trainer abilities. Like for example, in general, abilities general, we've obviously got a bunch of points in futile strikes. So we have a 24% reduction to be critically hit. Obviously, the higher renown you gain, the more of these you get. The more points you can spend within the renown tree. And also, I believe, and I could be wrong, I will catch up with chat in a second. I'm just on a rampage at the moment. I think at renown rank 50, you gain an extra career talent point. Same at 60, same at 70, and then at 80, I think you gain 2. Could be wrong with that last bit. But if you do play around with the career calculator on the Return of Reckoning website, and set the different renown ranks at 40, 50, 60, etc., you can see that you gain more career points. So you do want the renown as high as possible for when you're doing 40, so you have more points to spend across renown and career abilities. But generally speaking, gear-wise, don't matter. I don't need any renown rank for all this gear. And we don't do too badly. We obviously get stomped on when we get ambushed by a group of people, but if we do get in 1v1s, we don't always get 3 hit. So, it's not the worst thing in the world if you ding 40 and you're only renown rank like 20 or 30. It's not the worst thing in the world. But I guess to quicken the grind up, you do want your renown rank as high as possible. Yes. At 40 you do Beastlord, Gunbad, Byrock Burrow, Hunter's Vale, Bastion Stairs. Yeah, we haven't done Bastion Stairs yet at all. We've not done that dungeon yet. But as I say, Mount Gunbad and probably Beastlord, you can do them at like mid-30s if you get a group willing to take you. As a healer, I guess. If you're a DPS or a tank, you probably can't do that earlier than 40. The Mount Gunbad quests, if I'm not mistaken, you can get the Mount Gunbad quests at like 26. There, you're meant to be 35, 36 plus to do that dungeon, and most people will only take you when you're 40. But if you're in a good enough guild and stuff, or not a good enough guild, but if you've got some good friends who are helpful, you know, and will run you through stuff at a lower level, yeah, you can absolutely do them at a lower level. Oh, that sucks for this dude. I love the backpedaling he did as he's watching all of us. He probably lagged, to be fair. Oh, look at that knockback. Why is that knockback way better than ours? Crazy. Zealots have such crap knockbacks. And then we'll just follow this dude again. Need to work on that stuff. Yeah, I mean, again, that was a lot of information I've just vomited all over everybody. So, yeah. At some point, I should probably just do a little snippet where I sort of talk over some, you know what I mean? Here's how you should gear at this level, and then just bang it on YouTube or something, but yeah. We'll see. Scout Ward do keepers. Oh yes, and that's the other thing that we didn't do for Scout Ward. We should have done Keeper's Boots. Oh sorry, the Keeper set, which is from the Sacalium dungeon, isn't it here? As I say, we just out-leveled this dungeon, but at 16, the first thing you should do as soon as you ding and leave Tier 1 is get a group for that dungeon and get the full Keeper set. But as I say, we were waiting for a couple of people in real life that we were playing with at the time to get to that point, and in the end it just meant that I'd accidentally out-leveled it, so I didn't bother doing that dungeon. And a lot of this information, again, as I was leveling, I didn't know a lot of these things. It's as we left Tier 1, I had to do a bunch of research, because leaving Tier 1 was really... well, it put us off the game for a little bit, until I then, yeah, read up loads, understood how the bolster system worked, understood which gear I should have been getting, etc. But yeah, leaving Tier 1 at first was like, whew, this is not the same game I've just been playing. But as I say, I wouldn't be scared to spend your crests, to be honest, your war crests. I wouldn't be that scared to do that. So we've got to be really quick here, because they've got 3 BOs. And it would help if I could mouse over this and not have it on my screen, but it is what it is. So I guess this is our last attempt, our last big push. Because if we don't do this, we're going to then lose the zone. We need to get ourselves stuck in here as well. We've realised we've been moved groups as well, so no one has any buffs. He's probably downstairs, we can't see him. There's a lot of people either above us or below us, as we can see by tabbing through everybody. Can't see him. We've got him. I'm sure we got that res off. Yeah, we did. There he is. Get a shield on that guy real quick. I'm not sure where he died. See him? I think someone else is about to res him, but they've just got both knocked off, I think. Oh no, they can't res him, that's why. There we go. We'll drop down and follow the warband leader. So even though they had the 3 BOs, I'm pretty sure they had this one as well at that time, because they no longer have the key, it's basically put it all on hold again. And now we've got, what a time on it? 19 minutes, we've got another 20 minutes time on it. This is where we really need all of our side to basically pile in on these doors, don't we? We're not just right click and shut these doors, no? I don't think that's a thing. We don't have that many people here right now. This could easily be taken back. And I guess what happened there was, because they were going for these BOs to lock it down, they only left one warband here, and because of that, we've then obviously just gone in and taken what is rightfully ours, right? We see this guy everywhere. He's always around doing RvR, this dude, with brightly coloured gear. See him everywhere. I guess the brightly coloured gear helps that, doesn't it? Because who else is just bright red? Do you know what I mean? This guy's a little bit too low. White line does so much damage. Yeah, I feel that. I don't know what their gear looks like. So half the time to me, they look like they're in like noobish gear. Because they don't look like over the top, like, do you know what I mean? Like this Black Orc, chances are he's probably in quite high renown gear. Just because of the way he looks. He's hidden his gear, so obviously he's in high renown gear. Well, that's how I feel like that works. This dude again, with his big shoulder pads. Hidden his gear, can't see him. This dude's got the same gear. Hidden his gear. Why does everyone hide their gear in this game? That's stupid. We know this guy's in high gear. Yeah, soft gear. But like White Lions, they don't look impressive. They just look like they're in really crap gear. So I never understand if they are actually in good gear or not. But some of them do hit us really hard. Oh no, those shoulders are Vanquisher ones. So maybe not high gear. But yeah, generally speaking, some classes we can see and go, oh yeah, we're going to get demolished. That guy's in high gear. Is he in the Oppressor set? Oh no, he's just changed his appearance to something else. Yeah, okay. But yeah, White Lions, they just don't look... I mean, the elves in this game, in my opinion, on both sides, just don't look impressive. So we're unaware if they're in high-level gear or not. But yeah, some White Lions that we've gone against have hit us very hard, whereas some have kind of trickled damage on us. It might just be their specs, I guess. You can still see it on the kill board. Yeah, for a while though, that kill board's been down. I don't know if it's back up now or not. And on that kill board, actually, here's some really good information that not many people realise and not many people know. If you go onto the Return of Reckoning website and go to kill board, obviously that shows you all the kills recently, all the scenario kills recently, etc. But if you go on that web page, whatever it is, like killboard.returnofreckoning.com or whatever the actual web page is, at the end of that link, if you just type in like /items ? It's then basically its own wiki where you can search for every single item in the game. And some people didn't know that. You can do the same thing with creatures. So again, on that killboard website, you just /creatures ? You can then search for every single NPC and enemy in the game. Or quests ? You can search for every single quest in the game. It's a really good web page, that killboard. It's not just for looking at people's gear and stuff like that. But yeah, occasionally when we get demolished by somebody in like 2 hits, we will have a look on the kill board and just realise why we got demolished in 2 hits. And generally speaking, it's because they're in full Sov gear. Very high renown, insane gear. We need to res him if we can. Oh, he's 5 miles away. Why can't we see our target? He's there. Why can't we see that target? We're stood on him. What? Okay, there we go. We can res him over here, I guess. We have to be quick on that shield as well. Waiting for him to get up. We're still waiting for him to get up. Okay, we won't shield him when he gets up then, I guess. Generally speaking, we res somebody, bang a shield on them real quick, and then flash of chaos them just so they don't die instantly. Paying attention more to resing people than I'm healing at the moment. Which may not be the play. Body blocked. There we go. What's this guy doing? Must have just got rezzed. Not sure if we get that heal off. We did, that's good. got 11 more minutes. Or is that 13? I think it might be 13 actually. He might be dead. He's already up, that's good. These reses are crazy fast. Right, so that guy's straight back up as well. Healer's doing some work right now. I guess this is going to last as long as they don't push forwards. As soon as they go to push forward and we all panic, that's when it all goes horribly, horribly wrong. Where are our tanks? Oh, at the back there, okay. Where's this guy? Can't see him. I guess he's over there somewhere with the other tank. Oh, it's DPS and it's Sork. He must be above us. That's kind of stupid or annoying. We've got a Witch Elf. That's probably not going to be somebody that's near us either. This is where it all goes horribly wrong. Hopefully not. Can't see that guy either, okay. Sometimes we don't see these reses. I don't know if there's an easier hotkey to target someone who's just whispered us. But I do find that, yeah, if we get whispered, a quick right click on them and then obviously target, easy quick res. We kill on this guy if we can. He's diving miles away, that's annoying. He's died at the back. We can maybe get a res on him real quick. Could be this side. He's already up, okay, fair enough. Let's hope me doing all that didn't didn't mean someone else is gonna die. Oh hello, what are you doing? Oh, that sucks. We don't want to be here. We really don't want to be there getting smashed by a witch on there. We need to be healing people. Oh, there I was trying to heal and we just vomited everywhere because I was in the wrong bar. Oh, this is bad. We shouldn't be leaving. This is normally when they come with a flank with a different warband and kill everyone. Guess they're all them, yeah. We don't want to be too cocky here. We want to stay humble. What are these dudes? People's pets, I guess? And we've got 6 minutes left on this, and then we capture. Oh, wait, it's been captured. Is that how that works? No, okay, not yet. So we've got 6 minutes still. And then the doors will respawn, I think. And the Lord will respawn. And then we can finally reboot the client, lol. This has been going on for like 2 hours, is it not? just this one zone. I mean, I'd rather we've done this than Caledor for 2 hours. I can definitely say that much. And then I guess, have we already got someone with a box? Oh, we do already have someone with a box. That's hilarious. So I guess this guy is just waiting for this 5-minute timer? Shouldn't that be... Oh no, that is about right actually. Yeah, 4 minutes just ticked over. Yeah, okay. So that box is going to run out unless he's only just picked that up, but I doubt he has because they only last 6 minutes if I'm not mistaken. So his box is going to disappear before we can hand that in. So we need somebody else to go grab a box, I think. Because otherwise that doesn't make any sense. Unless he's only been here for like 30 seconds. But I guess going from where? There to here? That's going to be more than 30 seconds, right? Well, there's someone from the armory who's just taken that. So chances are we're going to get some more boxes coming in a second. And then this will basically be just stood around doing nothing for 4 minutes while we wait for this keep to tick over, I guess. It looks like we are on the move. No, we're not. Or we might be. Up there, okay. Looks like we're just sort of scouting around on the outsides, I guess, at the moment. I don't think we've seen another person with a box, though. Box incoming keep. I'm hoping they're going to find that guy with the box and bring him over. But who's to know? Oh, there he is. Easy peasy, he's already in. Easiest box. Let's go. He's going to hand it in straight away and ruin it, isn't he? He needs to wait 80 more seconds. I thought he was handing that straight in. And then I guess... Well, actually, I don't know. I was going to say, I guess when we re-get the Keep Lord back up and running, and like respawn him and recapture this, do we then get a... do we then get a box because we've defended? I guess we do, right? We got another guy out of the box. That's brilliant. All the boxes are coming. Another box. And that's just respawning the dude. And then I'm guessing now it just it doesn't do anything, right? It's just going to reset the map. So now we could technically now get a siege and then go siege them. Although our keep isn't 2-star, is it? No, it's respawn the keep as like a 0-star. And then the door, oh, that's the first door. So the inner doors respawn completely 100%. And I guess the outer door. Oh, the outer door as well, 100%. That's crazy. Interesting. I mean, I don't know why I was expecting that to like reset the zone or something, or give us a loot bag for that, I guess. And now I guess this is going to be a big war of us pushing probably. Okay. So it also looks like people are banging out. Funny. We're not going to be able to get it off. I don't know why we tried. Oh, we did. Lovely stuff. We root him? No, immune. Oh, does that apply to if they've been knocked back? They're still immune? Like if they're immune to being knocked back, they can't also be staggered? I wonder. Interesting. Right, okay. Well, as much as we would love to now push and get a siege and do all that sort of stuff, we are going to have to dip out, unfortunately.